Whether it's prime steaks, fresh seafood, or your handcrafted cocktail, we're here to make your next experience out exceptional. Call us today at 213-745-9911 to reserve your next table. We're open for lunch and dinner. Flemings, we're great steaks, good times. Call at 213-745-9911.
Pchanga Resort Casino is rewarding you on another level. Bring in a rewards card from one of 16 Southern California casinos and access exclusive benefits with Pchanga's tier status match program. Qualified members can even win $25,000 club dollars. But hurry, this limited time offer ends December 31st and match statuses remain valid through January 31st, 2026. Open to new and existing Pchanga club members. Visit the club at Pchanga for more details. Must be 21 or older with valid ID.
Hey, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, quote, inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage today at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Discover the bold taste of tradition with Amor Salsita homemade authentic salsas. Hi, this is Jerry with Amor Salsita. From dipping your chips, marinating your favorite dish, topping your tacos, Amor Salsita brings the vibrant flavors of Mexico straight to your table. Salsas with smoky, juicy, chunky tomato, roasted tomatillos, and mango habanero flavors. Visit amorsalsita.com and discover the flavors and recipes. Pick up your Amor Salsita at any Albertsons, Vons, or Pavilions in the produce department. From our kitchen to yours, Amor in every bite.
Have you heard the story that's about a guy who lives in a bank that is really close by? The Capital One Cafe is his home, no doubt, where customers bank and get their cash out. There's no fees or minimums on checking accounts, so your money stays. Most Capital One Cafes are open all 7 days. This magical place, as some people might call it, is where the Capital One bank guy says, "What's in your wallet?" Such a lovely tale.
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One and a member FDIC.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan. We are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap morning show.
If you have money to spend to watch one guy play in the NBA, it's this guy. This guy came in as the 7th man on the bench, off the bench because of injury, and completely wrecked the game for the defending champions who had won whatever it was, 12, 13 in a row. Like, he is a beautiful athlete to watch because of what he is able to do. It really is unlike anything you've ever seen anywhere.
Well, Victor for 3. We, most of us, I put myself in this group, thought
the Sedano and Kap morning show is on the air.
He's so tall, he's so skinny, he'll get hurt, and he won't be able to really play.
You mean Greg Bergman?
No,
He walked out of the studio.
I put myself in this category.
All right.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
And we'll swing the sausage.
Cappy thrusting back and forth, back and forth. Cappy wins. Cappy wins the final, the face-off, the rubber match with the swing your sausage. Cappy, how did it feel to get that sausage over your shoulder?
It makes me feel like I'm the new and improved Abe Froman, the sausage king of Chicago, baby.
Exactly.
I feel like that was a little bit of a team effort because once we figured out what the technique was going to be.
Yes.
A little sabor.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the güero on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
give me a freaking break. We go me, Big Al,
right,
Redbird, Freak Daddy Freddie A.
Freak Daddy Freddie A.
Right.
Is Redbird related to Redwood?
Midnight in the Desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to
Bit Boy.
Right now.
Monstrous. Beto, I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
So, mongrels, stay tuned.
7:02 and 40 seconds. Let's go. It is a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. This 16th of December, Cappy, a Tuesday. I don't have my thermometer out. Hold on, let me get it out.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I know. That's small market of me to not have the thermometer out yet.
Come on.
Stand by. Thermometer is opening up. It is 52 degrees this morning. By the way, very foggy in downtown LA this morning. A lot of fog setting in. Wherever you may be careful. Remember, don't put on the brights in the fog because the light will just reflect you in the eyes and bam! You can't see.
Then you got to call Jacob and Ronnie.
Yeah,
right. At 800-345-6789.
Sedano, what's going on? You sound low, man.
Well, it's also early here, and the walls are super thin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Hey, that's really nice, by the way, George.
You were hearing people smash last night? Is that what you're saying?
No, but I could hear my neighbor's shower turn on this morning.
No way. So, wait, so let me just understand this. So you're going to be extra considerate by being, just a little bit less loud this morning because you're going to be considerate to your neighbors in a hotel who woke you up earlier this morning by turning on their shower at an ungodly time of the morning.
I mean, listen, they had to probably go somewhere. I don't know. They had to shower or they had to do business. So, it is what it is.
I mean, all the more reason for you to be as loud as possible. Hey, you people already showered. You people have been up for a while.
Remember, Cappy, over a year ago when I was very unhealthy and I would sleep through alarms? And you would get mad because you would hear my alarm in the room next to me. And now I wake up like 5 minutes before my alarm every day. It's a beautiful thing.
Same. I know. I wake up before my alarm, and then I go to my phone and I turn my alarm off. I'm like, no sense in keeping that thing on.
Yeah.
Just turn it off.
All right. So we got considerate Sedano on a Tuesday.
Very
nice.
And
we got Cappy. Cappy, you need to apologize. To Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin, who you said, what was the date? When he said this?
November 10th.
November 10th, you said that Tomlin needs to retire and Aaron Rodgers is washed up in time to move on. But last night on Monday Night, the football, guess what happened? They showed you.
Yeah.
Can I just make sure, just clarity on one thing? Usually when I say something outlandish, Jorge Briones writes it down, puts it on a Post-it note, and hangs it somewhere. Are we sure that I said that on November 10th?
You said you wanted to move on. It was time for the Steelers to move on from Mike Tomlin because, and I said, who are they going to get that's better than him?
Right.
And you didn't have an answer for that. And then you went to the Aaron Rodgers is washed card.
Okay, was that after they lost to the Bills, perhaps?
It was actually after they lost to the Chargers.
But they didn't beat a good team, so they just, whatever, they beat a bad team.
Oh, so wait, so just to be clear, so when I said Aaron Rodgers was washed and I said that Mike Tomlin, it was time to move on, it was in the emotional aftermath of the Steelers getting beaten by the Chargers. Okay,
it was that.
Okay.
But they didn't, but the Steelers didn't get beat last night.
Nope. Steelers, George, they got a young quarterback there in Pittsburgh. This young kid named Aaron Rodgers looked pretty good last night. And when I say young, he used to feel old, but now he feels really young. Now that Phillip Rivers has returned to the NFL, Aaron Rodgers feels like he could play another 4 or 5 years.
Let's hear some goodness from Kevin Harlan last night on Westwood One.
3rd down and 11. Rodgers will be in the gun. They've got the ball at the 27-yard line of Miami, leading 14-3. Rodgers may be seeing a blitz. Here they come. They rush 5. There's the snap. Line drive down the middle. Backpedaling catch made at the 15. Metcalf breaks a tackle at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Metcalf throwing bodies aside like the ragdolls to break tackles and get a 28-yard touchdown reception from Aaron Rodgers.
That's great. Throwing bodies around like they're rag dolls. That's
Harlan
right.
on Westwood One last night.
Aaron Rodgers was great last night. Can't deny it. I mean, I don't care how old he is. I don't care how many injuries he's had. I don't care how many teams he's played for. You cannot deny the fact that when you go 23 of 27 for 224 with 2 touchdowns and no picks, that's a great performance last night on Monday Night Football. And, George, I guess it's probably not really that big of a shock, right? How many times did Joe Buck remind us that the Steelers were like unbeaten on Monday Night Football home games, and the Dolphins had never won a game on Monday night in temperatures below 40 degrees or something like that?
Yeah, well, Tua had never won in a game that was under 40 degrees. And they had lost, I think, 14 in a row in those conditions. Yeah, look, it's, I don't know. Neither of these teams are very good. I mean, the Dolphins are definitely not very good, but the Steelers are just like,
But
whatever.
the Dolphins kind of like turned things around, didn't they? Because
But
they
they
won
beat
4
like
in a row.
one good team in Buffalo. Everybody else stunk.
Well, they won 4 in a row. That doesn't
Yeah.
happen to a bad team, right?
Well, I mean, they beat the Bills, as George points out.
But then everybody else was stinky.
Right, they beat the Commanders. They just kind of barely got by the Commanders. No Jaden Daniels. They beat the Saints, who all of a sudden, have turned it around in the last 2 weeks. But, they're continuing to play while everybody else is kind of done. And they beat up on the Jets like everybody else does. So it's not like the Dolphins, although I guess mathematically they weren't necessarily eliminated. They were still trying to stay alive.
Right.
But they didn't have any signature wins. I mean, the Buffalo win is a big deal. But otherwise, I mean, they lost to the Browns, Lindsay.
That's true. That is very true.
Dolphins lost to the Browns 31-6.
You have eliminated anybody who lost to the Browns is good, so.
It's true.
Yeah, Charlie Brown's football team could beat the Browns.
That's true. That's why I don't think that Green Bay is for real, because the Browns beat them.
Well, I don't think Green Bay's for real anymore anyway. I mean, go to Denver this past weekend, lose the way they did, lose Micah Parsons. I don't think Green Bay's for real this year anyway.
They don't have enough receivers there.
But I'm not giving up on Pittsburgh. I'm not giving up on them.
Well, no one said that you should give up on them. We all want them for the bit, so Kat, because I know your son's a big Steelers fan, right?
Oh, he was wearing.
You're like partially a Steelers fan, kind of, right?
Oh, big time, absolutely. Oh yeah, my son last night was wearing his Steelers hoodie. He was wearing his Steelers hat. I mean,
hey,
he was all decorated.
Look, Dad.
Yeah,
screw you, Dad. Pittsburgh's gonna win, and they shouldn't fire Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
Well,
why didn't you give that crew in L.A.? They suck. Why'd you give them Kaplan and crew sweatshirts?
Which, by the way, I'll call a brief timeout here for a second.
Are you going to reference the Laura text from last night?
2 things I'll reference.
Okay.
George, work with me here and tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday, I got off the air. I went to go do the Cappy Cast.
Yeah.
Clinton Yates was sticking around the office, and he said, hey, I'm coming to crash the Cappy Cast. So when he did, he was wearing one of those Kaplan and Crew ugly Christmas sweatshirts that I gave everybody yesterday. And I said, hey, where'd you get that? And you know what he told me?
What?
He said Lindsay gave it to me.
Right, because I did give it to him, and I had no problem telling you that, Cappy.
Giving away your Christmas gift?
Actually,
within minutes.
So Cappy, within minutes. That's right. It was within minutes.
I did switch it for a different size, and I explained that to Cap. But if he wants to use that narrative, that's fine. Choose wisely, my friend.
The narrative isn't over. Actually,
choose wisely, my friend.
Get ready for part 2.
She's right. Well, here's what happened. I said to Lindsay, I go, Linz, you re-gifted my sweatshirt within like.
Well, no, he started talking about me as if I weren't there. Actually, the other guy did, and he's like, "There's 2 things. There's a few names we don't say on this podcast."
Well, that's Browner. Browner's very upset with everybody.
They don't like to say any of our names.
Well, he's got like
Browner's
9 kids, and it's the holiday season, and he's got 9 baby mamas.
Exactly.
He's got 4.5 kids. Another kid is on the way.
Oh, wow.
How many baby mamas?
And 3.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds
close.
cost efficient.
Yeah, not too bad.
It's still a good ratio.
George, I said to Clinton, George, I said, Clinton, you mean to tell me that Lindsay already re-gifted? And Lindsay then came and corrected me, and she said, no, I didn't re-gift. All I did was I got a smaller size. So I gave Clinton the size that I originally grabbed. I said, okay, well, that's nice. Thank you. I'm glad you passed it on. But then last night, me and Chris both received a text from Laura Romo saying, hey, y'all, I don't know whose sweatshirt this is, but I'm cold. Your girl is cold all the damn time, and I'm rocking it. So somebody, I don't know who, chose to leave behind the very thoughtful gift that I gave, and now Laura's got one, which is great. She can rock it. But whose was it?
Well, it's not mine because
mine home.
Yeah, mine's in my office.
Okay, so Chrissy's got his.
Because I'm wearing it tomorrow just to annoy your crew in San Diego.
Okay.
Mine's in my office.
Okay, Greg's got his. George, you said you took yours home. What size did you take, George? You take a large, an XL? What'd you take?
I don't know, whatever you gave.
Okay,
mine was a double X. It's in the office.
Okay, and Jorge Briones, who's extremely colorful today, rocking an ugly Christmas sweatshirt, which really looks very cool.
Thank you.
Did you take yours?
Yeah, I can have Brenda send me a picture if you like.
I don't need photographic evidence.
Of the sweater, not of her.
I'm okay.
I mean, either way, we're good.
Yeah. No, hey, listen, if there were extras and Laura's got one, fantastic. Great. So, all right, good.
So
Thanks,
are you
everybody.
saying that the sweater that was gifted from Lindsay to Clinton was then left, and now Laura has it?
No, because he left
I don't think
with
so.
his on.
Yeah.
So
I think he
where
liked
did
it.
this extra sweater? Who did you give another one to?
there were like 6 of them in there, weren't there?
I don't know.
7?
You had John get one yesterday. You had Parker get one yesterday. I had one for Graham in there as well.
Well, you're not really putting a bow on the bid if we don't know who left it.
That is true. That is true.
Graham wasn't even here yesterday. So,
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll have to do some sleuthing. We'll have to figure it all out.
You're really upset about these sweaters, huh?
No. I just want you guys to enjoy them.
Oh,
How much does it
They're
cost
warm.
for you to make, if I may ask?
I think those cost like $30. I don't think it's $30 to make them, but I
Right.
think that's what we sell them for.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. Because Beto, I said to Beto, I go, Beto, I need like 8 of them sent to the station, and he did, and then he told me how much they cost. I don't remember how much they cost.
Meanwhile, the great Evan Cohen, speaking of sleuthing, will join us now. If you heard the end of Unsportsmanlike, they ended with our bit that we wanted to start off with. So we'll wait for him to join us to get into Joe Buck going 6-7.
6-7.
First, let me tell you this. Now I got it. Here we go. It's a Rams watch party with a huge prize and huge implications. The Rams-Seahawks game on Thursday, this Thursday, could decide the NFC West and the 1 seed in the NFC. You want to watch it with me? Why wouldn't you want to watch it with me? I'm going to have that Rams chain on and everything. Join us, 5 p.m. at Kelsey's inside Pchanga Resort Casino. It's free to join, but you have to sign up right now at ESPNLA.com. Plus, we've got 2 major giveaways that night coming up this Thursday. One, you've heard me talk about it. Oh, Sua! You could play golf in Sua Craven's foursome at the Journey Golf Course at Pchanga Resort Casino. Not this Thursday. We'll set up the date that works for the entire foursome. You could win that. Or how about, you always hear Cappy talking about our amazing ESPN LA suite, and if you get the invitation, you could win that. A VIP suite experience to join us at the ESPN LA suite here at LA Live.
Wow.
All you got to do is register to be there at Kelsey's on Thursday. Go to ESPNLA.com to watch the game and have a chance to win one of those prizes. Play your perfect combination at Pchanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, why don't we get this read out of the way, too, before Evan Cohen joins us. Tell us about our friend Avner Gat.
Oh, it'd be my absolute pleasure to do that. Hey, Avner Gat, if you have a situation this holiday season, and that's what I really want you to zone in on here, you got a bunch of family in town visiting, right? And everything's going smooth, and then all of a sudden, something happens in your house.
Bam! Oh, wait, that's a different read. Sorry.
Maybe your dad drops some bomb in your bathroom and just destroys your toilet, right? And you got this like massive toilet overflow. Maybe there's a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler. I don't know. Something happens. You've got major water damage, and it's the holidays. And you're like, what do I do? I'll tell you the first thing you should do is you should think about calling Avner Gat, 818-917-5256, because once you have all this severe water damage and you start to deal with your homeowner's insurance company and you have an expectation that they're going to take care of you because you've paid them every single month for like the last 20 years, and then the insurance adjuster is nowhere to be found, he's ghosting you, making you feel like you're some kind of a criminal. You're like, yo, I got to get my family into a different house. I got to be able to get my kids off to school. It's the middle of the holiday season, man. Help me out. And they're making you feel like you're the bad guy? No. That is where you call Avner Gat, 818-917-5256. And here's why. Because you don't negotiate with insurance companies. Avner Gat negotiates with insurance companies. And the reason you don't do it and the reason he does it is because you don't know what you're doing. And he does. He's an expert. Been at this thing for 20-plus years. Has a massive team of people. Knows all these insurance folks, knows these policies like the back of his hand, and he goes and fights for you, and he gets you the money you're supposed to get. Is that not simple enough? 818-917-5256 or visit AvnerGat.com. You know, when you call Avner, he will answer the phone himself. He will say, hello, Avner Gat, your claim, our game. Happy holidays from Avner Gat and the entire family.
Thank you, Cappy. 7:16 in the morning. The Sedano Kap Morning Show on a live imaging Tuesday presented by our friends at Providence. Right now, it is time for a man who this morning ended his show Unsportsmanlike, which you could hear 3 to 7 a.m. leading into our show right here on ESPN LA. We were going to lead the show with the Joe Buck 6-7 bit. Let's play the audio from Monday Night Football, Lindsay.
Everybody, I'm Joe Buck along with the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. Let's talk about the Miami Dolphins. They come in with a record of 6-7. 6'7". And so they're hot on this cold night.
Now, Sedano, we asked Jacob Imrani yesterday, our great partner, 6'7", that we do the bit every day, and he says it's cool that we do the bit. But now that Evan's doing a bit of Joe Buck doing a bit, is it cool still?
Look, it's hit a different level of recognition when it's happening on Monday Night Football, I would say. Now, I would say generally when it's starting to hit that means it's hitting the crescendo, right? Where it's hitting some of the shows that are getting the most viewers. At that point, it can't go up from there, I don't think. You know what I mean? Because 20 million people watch Monday Night Football.
Let's ask Evan Cohen, who joins us now. Good morning, Evan.
Well, guys, I am here in South Florida today, and it's about 72 degrees out here today.
72 degrees.
What a serious answer from Sedano. Sedano gave like a real breakdown of this. I was just simply saying, now, George, you're a perfect person to ask this because you've worked at ESPN way longer and know way more people. Joe Buck, top 1% of cool people at ESPN is what I would guess. So if he's doing 6'7", that doesn't mean I'm justified in doing it, but it means it is cool if Joe Buck is doing it, no?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that when it's hit that level, I mean, that's kind of where it's going to top. Like, you're not going to top that in the sense of, like, the reach that it's going to get. Yeah.
Evan, different perspective, though. My goal has been to say 6'7" so much that I would destroy it for all young people, because when a middle-aged dad like myself says 6'7", and I say it everywhere. I say it to everybody.
Why are you saying it that way?
6'7". I got to have like a little, I got to put a little something on it for myself. But here's my point. I'm trying to destroy it.
Like that, Kathy? Why? I don't understand. That sounds brutal the way you're saying it.
Well, I mean, it went from 6'7" to now it's like 6'7", It's kind of like my Eddie Vedder version of doing it, right?
Eddie Vedder meets Bob Dylan.
Right, it's like my Pearl Jam version. 6'7". Anyway, my goal is to say it so much that it becomes uncool, and to take a slight issue with what you're saying. I think Joe Buck saying it makes it uncool, and so now Joe has joined my group of people trying to make 6'7" uncool.
Interesting. I don't 100% agree with that, but I understand where you're coming from.
Trying.
Yeah, I think that conceptually, George, I don't know if you do this, Cappy, I think your kids are older. George and my kids are young. Do you do things, George, to potentially say things so your kids won't want to say it anymore? Like, I say bruh a lot just so my kids stop saying bruh.
All the time. I call all my daughters bruh. All of them.
But that's the thing.
No,
like,
I mean, I don't do it to dissuade them. I mean, occasionally it comes out because they'll say it and I'll say it back, and they'll laugh. That's it. Like, it's really nothing more than that.
Oh no, my daughters are like, Dad, don't say that. And I'm like, no, you don't get it. I'm going to keep on saying it until you stop saying it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the move. That's the move. I agree with you.
All right, so we're close, Ev. We're getting close. We're not together on the 6'7", but we are close on the destroy the words that your kids use to get them to stop saying those words.
Correct. That's correct.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Very nice. I was listening earlier this morning, Evan, and I did hear that you were down in South Florida. It sounds like you're down there for maybe a memorial golf tournament for a friend of yours. Do I have that right?
Yeah, I mean, amongst other things, but yeah. So my friend unfortunately passed away about 7 years ago, and his kids. Well, Matt Burke, you know Matt,
sure.
His dad.
Oh,
Matt is part of It's Matt's dad, Matt, who works at our out of our ESPN LA office. But yeah, so a friend of mine passed away, unfortunately, early in life, earlier than expected. And what they've done in raising money is unbelievable for charities. But it's like 1 million celebrities that are there. But it's the most interesting intersection of celebrities. Like last night, I turned to one way and it's Urban Meyer, and I turned to the other way and it's Johnny Bananas from Real World Road Rules Challenge. It's not the obvious group of people, but it's a great group of people that are part of this event.
Cappy sometimes is called Johnny Bananas down at South Beach, South Florida.
Right. It depends on the time of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
And the time of the year, Ev, that's cool that you're down there and that you're still doing the show. That was awesome, man. I actually enjoyed listening this morning when you guys were kind of going back and forth.
Why Why actually?
Why'd you add the actually? I knew Evan was going to zone in on that.
Actually?
Well, actuarially speaking is how I was feeling about that. I don't know why the actually, I guess. I guess it was an extra word, frankly.
Yeah.
Like frankly was at the end.
Now, Evan, you mentioned...
Well, and I'm doing the Boca Bowl, which is sorry, let me rephrase. I'm doing the Bush's Boca Raton Bowl of beans next week on the sidelines as well. So big beans, as we've discussed.
Oh, so you're down there for a little while.
Oh, I'm here till January 3rd. Are we on the air, Cap? What is this?
I feel like maybe we should just have these sorts of pleasant conversations on the air. I have no problem with these pleasant conversations.
And here's the thing, Evan.
No, it's great.
We got like 3 days left, so we're very much in holiday mode.
Right, we are. We are winding it down.
But you mentioned today TGL and the Tiger Woods indoor event, and here's why that means a lot to me. I'm a huge Tiger guy, but, and I know you know this, and Sedano and Cap have said I cannot, once we reach the 1-year anniversary of me almost dying, 7/22, I won't be able to reference it and use it to add leverage.
It's enough. We've done enough.
But a lot in the hospital, the memories of watching TGL, because all I did was watch ESPN all day long. I was in a hospital bed for 2 weeks. But TGL was starting, and that got me through a lot of hospital days. And then when I got home and was recovering, I watched a lot of TGL. But you mentioned that the Tiger Woods indoor stuff is taking a step up for this upcoming season.
Yes, it has. But I'd like to focus on what just happened because Sedano just had an amazing line. George just illuminated a fact that I tend to agree with, but what a heartless fact that George and I are going to be in on. It's enough of talking about Morales' survival. That's what we just said, that we've had enough of talking about the fact that Morales survived.
Right. No, we put a moratorium on it yesterday. We told him. We said, listen, that's it.
Yeah, we told him that's it. That's the cap.
Would he have been better dying?
No, it would not have been better dying. But my point is,
saying, for a guy who just seeks and yearns for airtime.
Oh, come on!
But if you're putting a cap on his almost death, I don't know that you could put a cap on his death. So retroactively, CMM, do you regret living?
Well, if you saw the video from Friday when Sedano openly berated me on my NBA knowledge, called me a buffoon, a mental midget,
and an imbecile.
Imbecile. I don't know. Would he? I don't know now. I don't know.
Yeah, George did not use the word you just used. I want to be clear for the audience on that.
Okay, sorry.
Which word?
Yeah, I mean, we bleeped it out on social. Yeah, we bleeped it out on social. Okay. But it happened on the air. Yes.
All right. So let's talk about this because CMM, you are very good at being an agitator.
Yes.
Off the air, but on the air you are as well. But here's the thing: Are you like? I believe my ridiculous takes.
No.
Are you at a point where you're just trying to agitate Sedano? Because Cappy and I are similar in that we may have outrageous takes, but we actually do believe our hypotheticals, right? George may be more practical, analytical, using numbers, etc. Cappy and I will both come up with hypotheticals that we'll believe could happen if 10 things occur. Do you believe your Lakers takes, or you just want to annoy Sedano?
Sometimes it is to annoy. It is to present the other side that many of our fans feel. So there's two flashpoint moments of sports takes over the last year that created controversy. One was last summer with JT the Brick, where I was going to – Cappy and I were doing the show live from SeaWorld, and I told Cappy before, I don't think we should have him on. Cappy said, let's have him on. I said, okay, I'll chill until he says something ridiculous.
With this JT the Brick conversation?
I'm comparing it. So he said, Davante Adams should be embarrassed of how Raider Nation feels. And I started laughing, and that engaged into the moment where we use the sound drop every day. Sedano, last Friday, basically saying what he said, I was outrageously offended by what he was saying, and I was vocal on it, and that led us to a 15-minute standoff. I think it was good content.
Just from a pure basketball perspective, could restate the argument for me if you could?
Well, he
just
basically
basketball, not agitating.
Here's the thing: it was the Rich Paul, Max Kellerman stuff, and the defense.
Right.
That
No. Step aside.
Here
for
we
a
go.
second.
Step aside.
He says that he basically implied that LeBron and Rich Paul do a checklist of what Rich Paul and Max Kellerman are going to do on their rundown on a daily basis.
What I said was that you're going to tell me. I didn't say that LeBron's producing the show or there's a checklist. All I said was you're going to really tell me that they never talk about this podcast in their conversations. That was my crux.
Essentially, though, this is an important point. Essentially, what
No,
Chris's
you didn't
point
just say
was,
ever. You said that they talk about it a lot, and they talk about it regularly.
Because
and I
Chris's
said that's
point-
patently absurd.
Right, but the point is that what Rich Paul says on his podcast is what LeBron wants him to say or endorses what he says.
So I
that
think
was the point.
LeBron will want. I think LeBron will one day be a Knick.
I actually think I'm a pretty unique person to talk to about this, and George is going to remember exactly what I'm going to refer to. So I would have thought exactly to a T what Morales said until I sat down at Summer League for an extended interview with Rich Paul. And then I left there saying, oh no, they're equal partners. That's just not one saying to the, like, no. That's different than I thought it was, because Rich Paul is a walking business with or without LeBron James. That's how impressed I was with him. Now, to be fair, do I think that Rich Paul is going to slander LeBron James on his podcast? Obviously not. That's right. You could be ride or die with someone and also have your own opinions. But George, to be fair, I do understand where Morales is coming from. If you've interacted with Rich Paul a lot, I interacted with him once, but I was blown away, as you know, by that interaction. Do you acknowledge, George, that public perception could be what CMM is saying, but also not true?
Right. Yes, that's why I was telling him how ridiculous he sounds as someone who's been around Rich Paul a million times. Again, he's the one guy that tells his clients, and including LeBron, like what he thinks, and it's not always what they want to hear. Like I have not witnessed it with LeBron, but I've witnessed it with many other clients who are pretty high profile, and I have heard from many people that it happens with LeBron too. So this notion that Rich Paul, yes, Rich Paul became an agent because LeBron empowered him initially.
Correct.
But that was a long time ago now. That was like 20 years ago, nearly 15 years ago. Rich Paul, to your point, has created his own thing in so many ways and is respected well beyond just being LeBron's agent.
Actually, this is a great comparison because you two are on. Sedano and Evan Cohen have empowered a lot of my career, correct? If I was doing a podcast with Max Kellerman about the radio business,
if we want credit for that or blame for that,
I don't know. But if I was doing a podcast,
play this out before we answer.
No, if I was doing a podcast every day with somebody about the radio business, I wouldn't go out of my way to slander you two, because why would I do that? That would just be dumb. I also think that the three of us might chat about what I might say on that podcast about the radio business.
I disagree. I disagree.
No, I wouldn't.
Here's what it would be. I could tell you exactly what would happen.
Problem.
And this would be on George and I. What likely would happen is you'd say something, and George and I would be on the phone and be like, what is he doing? Why is he on there saying this? And then we'd have to talk to you about it after the fact. The difference is I don't think Rich Paul is going to have a misstep like you would.
Well, that might be true, yes. So anyway, that was my point, and that's what that caused.
I do want to – okay, this is a fascinating discussion to me. I do want to defend Morales in this regard, George. I think your sensitivity to not being sensitive, your antennas go up on this with Morales just being factually incorrect. But where he's not factually incorrect is representing all of Los Angeles that doesn't have the access that you have, assuming that LeBron is running Rich Paul's life, which is ridiculous to think. But that is, I think, what L.A. likely thinks about Rich Paul. And it's wrong, but I think Morales is in the majority on that take.
I'm not saying he's not on the majority. I'm just telling you, and anyone else who believes that take, that it is patently absurd.
And by the way,
most of Morales' takes are patently absurd.
Right, but if you have that take, get ready, because here comes the wrath. What'd you call him? A buffoon?
A buffoon and an imbecile.
An imbecile, right. Yeah. And then a mental small person.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I didn't realize that was blanked out. I didn't know that was bad.
On social, and by the way, because I was so busy getting berated.
That's a horrible word.
Before, I didn't say it. Sedano said it. Because I was getting berated by Sedano, I didn't realize Bergman said it behind us. So the way that video plays out, we all say it with a question mark. And the way John actually put that piece together, he did a great job on Friday.
He's amazing.
Yeah. The great Evan Cohen, you can hear him unsportsmanlike weekdays 3 to 7 a.m. leading into the all-new Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Evan, have a beautiful day in Boca Raton.
Boca, darling.
Thank you.
Meanwhile,
See you guys.
bye. Sedano?
Stunad.
Let me look at the rundown here. The ESPN Football Power Index. Is that what you want to do next?
Sure.
Let's do it. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Okay.
We come back in 3 minutes from right now.
Big boy. This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
John Ireland for Blue Ice, the finest potato vodka sourced from Idaho and pure Snake River Aquafire water. Find classic Blue Ice vodka or any of their unique flavors in stores or ask for it by name. Blue Ice vodka, because taste is everything.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum and SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow them at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Buenos dias.
Call Jacob.
LA, are you ready? Introducing your new hotline for accidents and injuries.
800-345-6789. That's not a score, guys. That's the number. 800-345-6789.
Because when LA gets hurt, there's only one call that counts.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
7:35 on this Tuesday, the 16th of December. On this day in 1966, the first Jimi Hendrix Experience single, Hey Joe, was released.
Listen to this bass. Here you go.
Today is also National Maple Syrup Day. I haven't had maple syrup in like 5 years. I'm just not a big pancake guy anymore.
Pancakes, waffles.
It just seems messy and unnecessary.
French toast.
You know what I mean? Just, I don't know.
If I were going to dip something in maple syrup, it probably wouldn't be pancakes. It probably wouldn't be waffles. But it would be a sausage patty.
Yeah.
Really?
Just unnecessary.
No French toast? You don't like French toast?
I mean, I do like French toast, but then I get like this ridiculous carb guilt, you know? Now, on the other hand, if it was a nice challah French toast.
Ooh, challah French toast.
A nice challah French toast.
Very nice.
With some maple syrup.
What'd you do for the second night of Hanukkah last night?
Decorated the Christmas tree over at Rachel's house. Yeah.
Did you at least light a candle?
Yeah, we are lighting our candles every night. We certainly are. And
especially two so far.
2 nights.
Yeah.
2 nights so far.
You turn those off at night after you go to bed, you know?
No, so George,
they burn out.
Yeah, they burn out. These are not the electric candles. These are the actual, candles. Although I last night had to order candles.
You leave like real candles burning?
But they're not big. They'll burn out.
No, they burn.
While you're sitting there.
Yeah,
and it's in a menorah. It's not going to.
Fire hazard.
No, it's a menorah.
Seriously.
A menorah is
They're
heavy.
very thin candles.
Yeah.
Lindsay, it could be a fire hazard if this fire was going to last for 20 minutes or an hour, 2
For
hours.
8 days and 8 nights.
Right, you were going to leave, right? But truth is they burn pretty quickly. But here's how bad it is at my house. I got all my menorahs stored, right? And I tell the kids, I go, hey, above the oven, go into the thing and grab the menorahs and bring them down. They bring down like 3 of them. We got no candles in this house, none, 0. So I finally ordered on Amazon last night Hanukkah candles. But you know what we had, George? We had like little skinny birthday cake candles. So we had to stick the little birthday cake candles in the menorah and watch them lean over. It was like a very sad sort of Hanukkah candle, you know what I mean? Like the little birthday candle leaning in the menorah. So, but I got them coming today. They're coming today from Amazon, and I'm going to be ready with real Hanukkah candles for nights 3 through 8.
You know, Cappy, you might not get them from Amazon on time because I ordered a number of Christmas presents that are like 2 days late, and I'm really not happy about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I ordered
But
something
now
on
they're
Amazon.
telling you now.
Yeah,
I ordered stuff yesterday,
yes,
and it's
you're
like,
right.
oh, it won't be there till the 22nd.
Delivery expected on this
Right.
day, and it's just and then that just gives the people, the carriers, a reason to just kind of, take their time because they don't give you a firm date.
But yeah, but it's on us because I realized yesterday, I should have just ordered this stuff 2 weeks ago. I knew 2 weeks ago I was going to buy it. I just waited.
True, but
Same problem.
Yes,
when they
it is
when
on
they
you guys.
when
It's on
they
us.
sell you on the same day and next day delivery, you got to stick with it.
But it's the holidays.
But you got but you do have to understand there is going to be a level of a breaking point where that's going to be hard to deal with and even fulfill, right? So
Yes.
it's better to just be a little ahead of time than behind the time.
I think I got something stolen from my front door from Amazon.
You don't have a Ring camera?
I don't have a Ring camera. And last Friday, they sent me a notice that said, hey, this was delivered. And you know how they send a picture by the front door, like, hey, just letting you know it's here.
Yeah.
And then I left Friday morning, 4 a.m., and I got home yesterday afternoon about 3 p.m., and I said to my 2 kids who were here, I go, hey, did you guys get a delivery from Amazon for me? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, it was here. Here's a picture. And they're like, well, we don't have it. My son goes, well, go check the mailbox. So I go check the mailbox, not there. And had to go onto the Amazon app and go, hey, yo, I know you guys delivered it because I saw the picture, but no one ever got it. So is it possible that people walk around your neighborhood and don't
Yes.
know what's in there? And they're like,
Especially now, around the holidays.
Are you
yes.
doing a joke?
no, I'm being totally serious.
There's a lot of videos dedicated to porch pirates, basically.
No,
is what they call them.
I get it, but what I'm saying is that this was a tiny little envelope, and when if that person came by my house and took something, I wonder what they think when they open it up and they go, oh, he got a cable for his microphone with an XLR end on one side and a USB-C on the other side. Boy, I'm glad I stole that from his front porch.
I mean, there's people who steal stacks and stacks of mail hoping to get a credit card out of it. So I wouldn't put it past them.
But also, I've been to your house, and that front door is pretty deep. So they would have to walk way up into it.
Oh, yeah.
And then also, just given your neighborhood, I mean, you didn't know what Walmart was, basically. So
when was the last time you guys were all in a Walmart?
So I don't think anybody's walking around your neighborhood just stealing packages, to be honest.
I love how revelatory you sound when you say that. Like, when was the last time you guys you discovered the new land? You know
I'll
what
tell
I
you
mean?
right now.
I looked it up, by the way. 62 years Walmart's been around.
Yeah.
62 years.
Yep.
I should go to
Cappy
Walmart.
was like Christopher Columbus arriving on the shores of North America.
I should go to Walmart this weekend, though, and just walk around and do all of my holiday shopping at Walmart.
You
Please
could get
video it.
everybody
Please
done.
video.
Everybody on your list you could get fulfilled,
Right.
Cappy.
And listen, somebody's getting a fishing pole, even if you don't fish. But the fact that they got fishing poles inside Walmart, I just feel this need to buy one. So, and by the way, I have a quick question.
Get after it.
With regards to a Ring camera, I would like to get a Ring camera. I'm fearful that I can't install a Ring camera. Is it a hard thing to do? Do I need a professional?
It's pretty easy, but
No.
you could always just pay somebody to do it.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Okay.
I don't know because I don't think he knew how to move
you could
folders
always
out of his laptop. So
$200, I got you.
Or you,
Primo will come do it, huh?
I got you.
yeah. Or you could just get since we were talking about Amazon, they have those Blink cameras that are pretty cheap too, and those connect to your phone.
What's a Blink camera?
It's the same concept.
Oh, so you put it outside your house.
Yes.
All right. I'm thinking about it.
I mean, you can put one inside your house, too, if you'd like. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But, yeah.
Maybe. So I can relive some of my best work. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't for that. It was if someone breaks into the house, you could see who's in there.
Oh, my bad.
Now, I want to get to this ESPN Football Power Index, but first, Cappy, why don't you tell us about our friends at Sellers Advantage?
It'd be my absolute pleasure to do that. And the reason it is because I can just tell you this right now. Sometimes we all have different reasons for why we want to sell a home, okay? Sometimes you've inherited a home from your folks, and you don't want to pay the property taxes. You don't want to play landlord. And you don't want to live in that house. So that's maybe one reason. Another reason might be that your kids are grown up, they've moved out of the house, they've graduated from school, they're on to their lives, and they don't live there anymore, and you got more space than you need. Sometimes you might be thinking about it like this. We've owned this house for 30, 35 years. Thank goodness this house has been, paid off. We got a lot of equity in this house. We want to cash in, and we want to take our money, and we want to go somewhere else. It doesn't really matter what your reason is for selling. We at Sellers Advantage are here to help you make it fast, easy, and really make it as profitable as possible. And here's what I mean by that. If you go to sell your home today and you call your local agent, that person comes over and they say, okay, look, you're going to have to spend money to do this and do that and do this and do that. And the next thing you know, you're putting out $30,000 or $40,000 to make your house look better to try and sell it for more. The reality is this. At Sellers Advantage, we will come to your home, we will look around, and we will make you a competitive cash offer, probably more than you're expecting in many cases, and we'll buy it cash. You don't have to worry about the deal falling through. You can also say, hey, this is going to happen a whole lot faster because this is a cash transaction, and I don't have to spend any money to sell. So if I told you you had to spend $40,000 to make $60,000, or you don't have to spend anything and you're going to sell the house immediately, which sounds better to you? I mean, it's a pretty easy thing to figure out. Sellers Advantage has been buying homes for over 20 years, focusing on helping the sellers get the highest offer possible. And that's what we do. And again, we've talked to a lot of Sellers Advantage customers who are stoked when they find out how much they're being offered. So here's what I would tell you to do. Call 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com. We will buy your house at a very competitive cash price. And by the way, we'll even give you $20,000 if you need the money for moving costs. 888-390-2747, sellersadvantage.com. Don't worry, sell happy with Sellers Advantage.
Thank you, Cappy. 744. Producer Jorge, hit me with some NFL music, please. Let's do this ESPN Football Power Index, and for that, we go to our ESPN Football Power Index, or Power Football or something Index, and producer Lindsay Baseball.
Did you guys know that according to the new ESPN FPI, also known as the Football Power Index, the Rams have the highest odds to make the Super Bowl? As it currently stands, the Rams would face the winner of the Eagles 49ers. So, Cappy, I wanted to ask you something. Let's say that were the first week matchup that the Rams, because, Rams would get the bye, and then first game of Wild Card Weekend or whatever it is, Eagles or 49ers, who do you think is a tougher matchup for the Rams?
I would say that the Eagles are the tougher matchup based on the history. So, obviously, if the Rams get the number one seed, they would be hosting, and that's what you want. You want the Eagles to have to come to your house, because last year we saw what happened in the divisional round where the Rams had to go on the road to the Eagles. They still were in that game, and they had a chance to win, but, man, Saquon Barkley ate them up for the second time last year because he ran through them in L.A., and then he ran over them in Philadelphia. And with all the snow and the weather and the travel, Philadelphia poses this threat. But if you get him at home, you got a better shot. I would say that the Rams have proven time and time again that they can beat the Niners. They can win their division. So, and they know the Niners well. I'd say Philadelphia poses the bigger threat. What do you think, George?
Well, you guys know that the 49ers are 6-4 against the Rams in the last 5 years.
I can live with that.
Yeah, but the Eagles are, 3-0 or something like that. So there is that.
True.
Well, look, I generally will agree with you, Cappy, but Lindsay brings up an interesting point. And you actually did, too. I mean, the Niners do know the Rams. So that there is a level of you can't get anything by those guys at this point, and vice versa. So I think both are incredibly difficult. I wouldn't necessarily play either at this particular juncture. But you're going to have to beat somebody to get to the Super Bowl. So Yeah, look, I think that if I had to pick one, I would pick the Eagles, but I don't think the Niners are going to be some cakewalk either.
Mm-mm.
And Cappy, earlier you were talking about Denver and how you think Denver's for real. For real? Hold on.
Their defense is definitely for real.
On God, for real.
So they're
I mean, anyone who's watched them at this point, who doesn't believe their defense is elite. I mean, I was listening to a broadcast on radio the other day when I was in the car while that game was on, and they were citing like Baltimore Ravens 2000-esque type defense numbers. So that defense, I mean, you don't cite the Ravens of 2000 or the Bears of 85, right? Unless you've got an elite level defense that's playing, at an all.
And when you think about those old Ravens defenses, if I said to you, who's the star of that Ravens defense, you'll probably immediately jump out with Ray Lewis, right?
I think we lost George, so we'll reboot here in a second, which gives us a great moment. Thank you so much, Lindsay, and the ESPN Football Power Index, or as you call it, the FPI. Right now,
that's right.
Cappy, we will do the Cap 10 around 8:05 this morning. Plus, it is day 8 of the 12 days of giving back. We'll do that in a few moments. But first, you see I'm holding up on YouTube the bag, the big cat from Felix Chevrolet, Nikki D, the general manager. Well, let me tell you about this. So last Friday, I did a Felix Friday where I'm playing around with the big cat. We're walking around the office. We're cutting deals as the end of the year approaches. People want a new Corvette. They want a new Suburban. Maybe they want an EV. Maybe they want the Silverado EV. All of that, Nikki D and Felix Chevrolet will take care of you with beautiful Chevrolets. But here's the thing. What about giving back to the community? Felix Chevrolet has been in downtown L.A. since 1921. They still have the original sign on what used to be the original parking lot. I walked by there on Saturday because, yes, I spent Friday at Felix Chevrolet, and then I was back on Saturday morning as the Journey of Love Foundation gave back to the community. So these bags, I'm holding up this black Felix Chevrolet bag. It was filled with cans and pasta and food items and a long line at 8 a.m. for people that, need a little help this holiday season. It's all about helping the community at Felix Chevrolet because they've been such a big part of the community. You drive by Figueroa right across from USC, you see that big cat looking down at you, and you dreamt of it as a kid, that one day I'm going to buy and build a brand new Chevrolet from Felix Chevrolet. And now your dream is coming true. You are a success. You're going to Felix Chevrolet. And here's the thing. You want to go to Felix Chevrolet? You walk into Felix Chevrolet. You say, hey, where's that general manager, Nikki D? I always hear Nikki D being talked about. You say, Nikki D, I want to pet that big cat. And they're going to take care of you at Felix Chevrolet. Go to FelixChevrolet.com. Since 1921, the big cat taking care of Southern California. It is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. 7:49, Cappy. We will do a little 12 days of giving back and the Cap 10 on deck right here. It's a Tuesday on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
What's going on, LA? Bethel Duran here, and Toyota-thon is officially on. Go see my friends at Northridge Toyota or One Juice Toyota for a brand new 2025 Tacoma that's ready to lease for just $87 a month for 36 months plus tax. That's what I'm rolling in. It's a perfect time for a trade-in. Your ride might be worth more than ever. Northridge Toyota, One Juice Toyota, they make it easy.
Tacoma SR 2.4-cylinder turbo rear-wheel drive, 6-foot bed extra cab, model 7162G, VIN number 3TY, JDAHN, 1STO 37657, base excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, dealer options, and charges. $59.95 down, payment $87, expires 12/31/25.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Stunad. Hey, it's Chris Morales. We joke around a lot that I almost died, which I almost did. I had severe heart failure. That's when I went to a Providence hospital in the emergency room. And here's the thing about heart care. It begins with trust. That's why Providence takes the time to listen, understand, and earn yours before making any decision about your care. For me, if it wasn't for Dr. Cobb and Katie Cornella at St. Joe's in Orange, they made me trust them and they made me know. And my health and my life were going to be even better once I got out of the hospital. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Hi there. Surprise.
30 for 30 presents Booyah.
Can I get a witness from the congregation?
You can't stop authenticity.
Booyah! Stewart was exactly like you saw him on camera, off camera. He dialed it up 10%.
Can you imagine the impact of young black boys and girls looking at that going, I feel seen?
He changed the culture. He changed sports.
Stream Booyah, presented by Modelo, right now on the ESPN app.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died.
I would like to tell everybody this. If you look at the Prize Picks app and you look at the bottom right corner, you look at the profile right down here, right here. Follow me on Prize Picks. I'll follow you back on Prize Picks. And now you can follow my picks. And I've been hot, and I can follow your picks, and we can all follow each other on Prize Picks. Let me tell you something. You tell that Italian stallion uncle of yours, Chris Morales, I have been hot on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app and use the code 710. Make your first $5 lineup. Get $50 instantly from Prize Picks.
Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
$7:53, good morning. The Sedano Kap Morning Show. We play a little Adele because it is Rich Paul's 44th birthday. Jack.
Really, we're not playing some audio from the Rich Paul, Max Kellerman podcast?
I think we did enough of that bit already.
Oh, you did?
Until the next episode. And I love this song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
It was used in a episode, I remember, of Rescue Me. Oh, no, it was the Rescue Me promo for a season on FX. And they did a great job with this song. The promo stands out in my head still to this day. Even though I had 3 strokes and I almost died, 7:53. I just like to remind people that.
No, you should try and get as many times and as many references in as possible.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, before you get cut off.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the date of cutoff?
Well, it would be technically February 9th is when it got really bad, I believe.
Okay.
So
February 9th. So that today is December 16th. So that gives you about another 4, 5, 6. It gives you about another 2 months almost.
Yeah, but remember.
You almost just said 6, 7.
He almost did.
6, 7.
But remember something. Live Imaging Tuesday is presented by Providence, and Providence wants me to keep telling the story.
Yeah.
So if they keep spending money for me to tell the story, I'm going to keep telling the story, sucker. But speaking of stories, Cappy, it is day number 8 of our Ocean Subaru 12 Days of Giving Back.
Yeah. This has been great. This has really gone well, and I know a lot of people tune in every morning. They want to hear us talk about football or basketball, the NBA Cup final tonight, the Rams and their pursuit of a Super Bowl championship, and we're going to get back to all of that. I promise you we will. But Ocean Subaru's 12 Days of Giving Back is a partnership that we've created here at ESPN LA, and we want to highlight local service members, their families who give so much to our community. You know, during the holidays, it's very, very hard if you're in the military and you are separated from your family. So, we're just being considerate to that fact. And really all we're ultimately doing is donating an Islands gift card to all these military members, just saying, hey, go get a burger, a cold beer, some of those really nice crispy fries. Just do it on us. It's our way of just saying thank you. Today, Private Eduardo Cortez is with us. And Private Cortez, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you guys?
I'm well. How are you, George? I don't want to speak for you. You okay, George?
I'm doing well. Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing very good, and it's cold right now. I'm outside.
Where are you at, Prive?
I'm outside my house right now. I was just taking a little stroll around the block.
All right, very nice. Hey, Private Cortez, this is interesting for us because we've been talking to a lot of service members that have spent a long time in the military. You are relatively new, as I understand it, about a year and a half so far in the military. Is that right?
Yes, a year and a half. I just got back actually a couple of months ago from training, and it's been very fun.
What inspired you to join?
It was to help out my parents and get them their citizenship here in this country.
Now that is new, George. We've not heard that before.
Yeah.
Now, that is a noble reason to join the military, to help your family. That is, wow.
Good question.
Private Cortez, that's really cool, man. Way to go, bro. That's amazing. I'm a little actually taken aback by it. I've never heard anybody say that before. Boy, that must make you feel really good, huh?
It does actually. It's helped them a lot, and besides that, I think it's helped me a lot as well, not just them. With like everything going on in my life.
Yeah, I mean, joining the Army, what you tell us, what has it brought to your life?
Well, for me, it's brought a lot of discipline and a lot of focus on what I want to do in my life. And before I joined the military, I was lost on what I wanted to do. But now I feel like I really know what I want to do, and that's become a firefighter.
You want to become a firefighter? Can you do that in the Army? I mean, I would think the answer would be an obvious yes. Is that right?
Yes. They've helped me with like scholarships and stuff like that to fund my college and stuff.
Hey, good for you, man. I mean, just a year and a half in, and helping your folks and helping yourself with becoming a firefighter. Good for you, Private Eduardo Cortez. Well, Private, all we wanted to do was say thank you for your service and give you and your family an Islands gift card. Go enjoy cold beer, great burgers, fries. But more than anything, it's just us saying thank you for your service. So, Private Cortez, good luck in your future, and thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate you guys very much, and hope you guys have a blessed day.
Hey, blessed day right back to you, young fella.
And right
exactly
back at
right.
you, yep.
That's cool, George. Wow, how about that? I'm like literally was taken aback by that.
Yeah, well, I do agree with you. It's a noble thing, certainly. Any child making sacrifices for their children goes to show you what kind of a heart that child has, because your parents clearly made a lot of sacrifices for you, so to give back that way is an incredible feat for sure.
And I also never heard anybody say that before. Like, hey, I joined the military to help my parents gain citizenship. Wow. I'm willing to join the military and serve the country to help you guys live here legally. I mean, I don't know all the legalities, and I know there's been obviously a year of controversy, but man, that is a beautiful thing to say. Way to go, Private Cortez. Very inspiring. Good job, man.
The 12 days of giving back, thanks to our friends at Ocean Subaru. Tomorrow will be day number 9, and we'll continue all the way to 12 days. Right now, we talk about the Prize Picks Power Hour each weekday at 9 a.m. And by the way, the Cap 10 is up on deck at 8:05 this morning. But first, guys, let's talk about Prize Picks.
Oh, listen, you want sports action in the state of California? Prize Picks is the place to be. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code CAPPY. Your first $5 lineup gets you a $50 lineup bonus. It's very simple to play Prize Picks. It's more, it's less. For a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers yesterday, it's maybe passing yards, maybe it's touchdowns, maybe it's a combination thereof. You bundle a couple together, you can win cold, hard cash.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at what's going on Prize Picks right now. And there's some stuff that I'm really interested in. George, I'm going to lean on you later in today's show to help me with what you think about tonight's NBA Cup. Now, obviously, you're broadcasting it, so you're not going to go near it, but I will play it in my account based on perhaps some nuggets that you'll give me on who you think might do what tonight. So I'm definitely going to play that. But it was a rough night for me last night. I got to tell you, I decided to play the quarterbacks for less passing yards last night simply because I thought that it was cold and they weren't going to have a lot of great passing in this game. I thought it was going to go with a lot of running. And everything that I played last night went completely opposite. In other words, the quarterbacks went for more passing yards than I thought they would have, and the running backs both went for less rushing yards than I had. So I will tell you, I went, and I'm a little embarrassed to admit this because I do have a lot of people, George, that now follow me on Prize Picks and they want to play my picks. Your boy let you down last night. I went 0 for 4 on a $20 4-pick flex play that was supposed to win me $100, but I went 0 for 4. I'm coming back strong today, and I'm taking Sedano's suggestions with me. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make your first $5 lineup. Get $50 in lineups instantly. Let's play together. Let's win together. And let's do that on Prize Picks.
Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
8 o'clock at the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Quack, quack. We will continue. The Cap 10 is coming up in 4 minutes from right now on ESPN LA.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey, Dad, I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
Oh, you might be on the naughty list.
Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end January 2nd. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Discover the bold taste of tradition with Amor Salsita homemade authentic salsas. Hi, this is Jerry with Amor Salsita. From dipping your chips, marinating your favorite dish, topping your tacos, Amor Salsita brings the vibrant flavors of Mexico straight to your table. Salsas with smoky, juicy, chunky tomato, roasted tomatillos, and mango habanero flavors. Visit amorsalsita.com and discover the flavors and recipes. Pick up your Amor Salsita at any Albertsons, Vons, or Pavilions in the produce department. From our kitchen to yours, Amor in every bite.
Bruh. The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift, like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked away safely. Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
Mornings on ESPN LA will never be the same.
Quack, quack. Quack, quack. I get parents telling me all the time that the kids in the car love the quack. They're now into the quack, quack.
Listen,
huh?
I am a role model for the youth of America.
Oh, we know that.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on. Back to Sedano and Kap.
8:04 in the morning. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show rolling on. It is time for another edition of the Kap 10. Let us play the Big Open. Thanks to Dr. Cerruti.
It's time for the Kap 10.
The Kap 10.
This list of NFL teams are ranked, compiled, and put together by Scott Kaplan's discretion.
That's a great slogan. Kap 10, built on bias.
Built on bias.
Yeah.
It's time for
the Kap 10.
The Kap
It is
10.
time for the Kap 10, presented this morning by the Dr. Cerruti Advanced LASIK and Eye Centers. Cerruti Advanced LASIK. See the difference, feel the difference. Visit CerrutiVision.com. SOROUDI Vision.com. Maybe the one and only Dr. Cerruti can see some sense in this week's Kap 10. Because you know how Cappy is with this Kap 10. It could be anything every week, but it's must-listen radio.
I need to make a disclaimer before this week's Kap 10, George. You need to know this.
Right here on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
This list in no way reflects the football opinions of George Sedano, Chris Morales, Greg Bergman, producer Lindsay, producer Jorge, Parker Bell, the social team in the back, ESPN LA, Good Karma Brands, Sometimes Common Sense, etc.
Hi, I'm Dr. Cerruti, and the Kap 10 is presented by the Cerruti Advanced LASIK and Eye Centers in Beverly Hills, Newport Beach, and Glendale. Visit CerrutiVision.com. SOROUDI Vision.com. The top 10 teams that are coming into focus. Here is the Kap 10.
And now, time for this week's Kap 10.
Here we go, Cappy. Now, do you need to make a disclaimer about the teams that aren't eligible? Or are all the teams eligible?
Everybody was eligible this week, but I will just tell you that I expect to get a lot of hate on this list because there were some teams that were left off, either because they lost a game this week or because their win just wasn't that impressive. Oh, well.
Okay, we begin with number 10. Let's go to the locker room.
This one's just for you, Cappy.
Okay, got it. That was a great God-given opportunity. We have a direction. We have a goal. And Man, that was tremendous. Give each other a high five for that. I want to give a game ball to the Spanos family. His family brought us here to do this. His family brought us here to do this. We needed to come in here and take care of business. Did we take care of business? Yeah. Who's got it better than us? Nobody!
Wow, you really know how to hurt a guy in the holidays,
like that, don't
Lindsay.
you, Cappy?
You really know how to hurt a guy. When he said this one's for the Spanos family, that one really hurt.
They all had a speech, too.
Wow. That hurt. Well, coming in this week in the Cap 10 at number 10, they remain at 10. They were there last week. The San Diego Chargers of El Segundo by way of Costa Mesa. They were 10 last week. They're 10 this week. They landed the knockout punch to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs dynasty, 16-13 this past week in Kansas City. San Diego's now 10-4. They're 2 games back of Denver, and up next on the road at Dallas, San Diego, George, in at 10.
The Chargers are the first team to sweep the Chiefs in the regular season since 2014. The Broncos did that.
Whoa.
There we go. A crispy,
guts, grit,
juicy Sedano nugget. We move to number 9, and for this, here comes Cappy. Let's hear the play-by-play from Westwood One.
3rd down and 11. Rodgers will be in the gun. They've got the ball at the 27-yard line of Miami, leading 14-3. Rodgers may be seeing a blitz. Here they come. They rush 5. There's the snap. Line drive down the middle. Backpedaling catch made at the 15. Metcalf breaks a tackle at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Metcalf throwing bodies aside like the ragdolls to break tackles and get a 28-yard touchdown reception from Aaron Rodgers.
All right, there they are. The Steelers. Here we go. Steelers, here we go. Pittsburgh's going down to Super Bowl. Hey, the Steelers were in at 9. They were in at 9 last week. They remain at 9. 28-15 Monday Night Football win last night over Miami. Pittsburgh's 8-6. They're 1 game ahead of the Ravens in the AFC North. Aaron Rodgers, for all the ridicule, 23 of 27, 224 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. And up next for the Steelers, on the road, George, at desperate Detroit.
With the Steelers now sitting at 8-6 after the win last night, they are now 1 win away from clinching yet another non-losing season. Pittsburgh has finished 500 or better for 21 consecutive seasons.
Pittsburgh's gone to Super Bowl.
Time to go to number 8, and for that, let's go to Jeff Joniak. ESPN 1000, WMVP Chicago.
First down and 10 of the 22, they call it. Snap, play fake, rolling to his right. Caleb running out of time. Gonna gun it into the end zone. Back of the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. You thought that play was a throwaway. And Caleb Williams launched it to DJ Moore in the end zone. 20-3 Bears. His 14th completion.
So the Bears were unranked last week because they had lost at Green Bay. But I told you then, I actually think I took more away from Chicago's loss than I did from Green Bay's win. Chicago re-enters the Cap 10 at number 8 after they beat down the pathetic Cleveland Browns 31-3. And while this win may not necessarily be impressive to everybody, when you lose an emotional division game like the week before and you come back and you destroy your next opponent, that's pretty good. So with the Packers losing in Denver and the Lions losing to the Rams, Chicago's now back in first place. They were 10-4 now, atop the NFC North. And the Bears, George, can take total command of the division at home this Saturday night against Green Bay for round 2.
No good nugget on the Bears. Keep going.
Time for number 7.
We keep it rolling.
We head to Philly. And Merrill Reese on Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Barkley in the game next to Hurts. He goes in motion, empty backfield. 3rd and 5. Wing to the near side. Hurts. Calling for the football. He's back again. He looks. He fires. And it is complete. Touchdown, A.J. Brown. 27 yards.
Boy, that's just such harmony. The rhythm, the timing, the placement of the football. It's a play you can't even stop.
Well, the Eagles were unranked last week because Philly had lost 3 straight, as you might recall. But the cure for a 3-game losing streak is the Raiders. That's right. Philly got a scrimmage in the latter part of the season against the sorry-ass Raiders with a 31-0 win. Jalen Hurts, 12 of 15, 175 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. Philly's 9-5. And even after the 3-game losing streak in total control of the NFC East, they have a 3-game lead over Dallas. Up next, Saturday afternoon at Washington.
So the Raiders only had 75 yards of offense. That's the fewest yards the Eagles have allowed in a game, 75, since December 4th, 1955.
Wow.
Not even close.
How does that make you feel, Raiders fan Bergman? Oh, that's bad.
That's not on Gino.
Wow.
That is a pathetic performance.
Oh, yeah.
It's not on Gino. He didn't play.
We moved to number 6. Number 6, Simon, for that. We go to Cairo, K-I-R-O, Seahawks Radio Network.
Rivers takes the snap, 4-man rush. Rivers going to throw down the seam, going to be intercepted, and that's going to do it. Ball was high to the intended receiver. It is picked off by Kobe Bryant, and he races to south end zone. His 4th interception of the season, a career high. The Seahawks defense, they nail it on the second to last play of the game.
George, the Seahawks were number 3 last week. They're down to number 6 this week. And don't complain about it, Seahawks fans. When a 44-year-old grandfather who's 30 pounds overweight comes out of a high school locker room and is in position to beat you in your house, you drop 3 spots in the Cap 10. That's the way it works around here.
I'm not sure, Greg.
They didn't even score a touchdown. They won 18-6 over Indianapolis. Seattle's 11-3, and they get another shot at the title this Thursday evening when the Seahawks host our LA Rams. Seattle, George, drops from 3 to 6.
The Seahawks have now only won 4 games in franchise history without scoring a touchdown, including this past weekend against the Colts. The other 3 instances, 2001, Week 1 at the Browns, 2006, Week 1 at the Lions, and 2024, last year, Week 17 at the Bears.
It is the Cap 10, the top 5 ahead, but we remind you the Cap 10 made possible by our friend Dr. Cerruti. Now, I know producer Lindsay's talking about seeing Dr. Cerruti. Greg Bergman's talking about seeing Dr. Cerruti. My old girlfriend Stephanie said yesterday, I got to go see Dr. Cerruti. Remember, he's got that new phone number.
Call 855-NOW-2020. 855-NOW-2020. That's 855-669-2020.
And by the way, Cappy, we always play this drop.
Cappy, when are you coming to see me?
Apparently, Dr. Cerruti is coming to see us on January 5th when we come back. Cerruti's going to be waiting for us to say, hi, Cappy.
Well, I was talking to one of our listeners yesterday who also said, yo, can you get me the number for Dr. Cerruti? Because I can't see a damn thing. So we got a lot of people all of a sudden that want to see Dr. Cerruti. Even those that can't see want to see him.
It is time for number 5. And for that, we go to the Jaguars Radio Network.
Shotgun formation, bunch right, dropping is Trevor. They swing it out of the backfield. This is Travis Etienne with running room 40, 35-yard line. Inside of it, stays on his feet, 30-yard line, 25, along the near sideline, 10, 5, touchdown! Travis Etienne has scored again from 45 yards away. How good is that?
So the Jacksonville Jaguars, I think, are under a lot of people's radars. They were up from number 6 last week to number 5 this week. They annihilated the New York Jets 48-20. Of course, the Jets are terrible, but when you play a bad team, you're supposed to destroy them. Jacksonville's now won 5 straight games, and they're just beating the hell out of people, George. They beat San Diego 35-6. They beat Indianapolis convincingly 26-19. They just crushed the Jets. Trevor Lawrence, nice game, 330 yards, 5 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, and, George, he rushed for a touchdown. Jacksonville's 10-4. They're in first place of the AFC South. Up next, here's a question for the Jaguars. Are you for real? Because Jacksonville is at Denver this week in what amounts to essentially an AFC playoff game.
Trevor Lawrence, 5th player in the Super Bowl era since 1966 to pass for 5 touchdowns with 1 rushing touchdown in a game.
We head to number 4, and for that, let's go to 610 Kilt, K-I-L-T, in Houston, Texas.
Here's the snap to CJ, 4-man rush. He throws over the middle, hits Nico, left side 40, breaks a tackle, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, rock and roll, touchdown, Houston! Fireworks early at NRG Stadium. as Nico Collins takes it to the house. What a dart from Stroud.
So the Texans are number 4, George, but they're up from number 5 last week, and they motorboated the Arizona Cardinals like everybody else does, this time 40-20. But it's the same point I'm making about Jacksonville. When you play a bad team, you're supposed to annihilate them. Houston has won 6 straight games. They've got signature wins over San Francisco, Jacksonville, Buffalo, and Kansas City. And even though Houston is 9-5, and they're currently a game behind Jacksonville, the Texans will have a chance this week to just kind of practice, because the Texans play the Raiders. And I just mentioned that the Jaguars play at the Broncos. Houston gets the Chargers, and they finish with Indy. Still time to win the division. The Texans in second place in their division, but number 4 in the Cap 10, ahead of the first-place team in their division. What do you say about the Texans, George?
I don't actually have a good nugget on the Texans, but I do want to shout out Mark Vandermeer, who's their play-by-play guy.
Yes, legendary. With the rock and roll. Time for number 3, and for that, we head to WGR. Sports Radio 550 in Buffalo.
Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook. Lowers the shoulder. Looking for the end zone, and he's in. James Cook with a trifecta of touchdowns. Punches it in on an 11-yard touchdown run, and the Bills are back in front.
I would say the Bills had the most impressive win of the entire weekend. So they're up from number 4 last week to number 3 this week because they went on the road and they beat the Patriots. The Bills were down 21-0 in this game, and they came back to beat New England 35-31. And the Bills obviously needed this game because they lost to New England back in Week 5. Buffalo's now 10-4. And do you realize that they're only 1 game back of New England? Josh Allen, 19 of 28, 193 yards, 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, plus 48 yards rushing. And again, the Bills get a late-season scrimmage because up next, George, at Cleveland.
Cappy got nothing on the Bills either.
All right. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're anticipating. You're quivering. You're shaking, wondering what the top 2 teams are. And we're going to pause. And we will get back to the top 10 and the top 2 teams in a moment. But first, Cappy, tell us about our friends at Ocean Subaru.
Oh, it'd be my absolute pleasure to do that. So first of all, obviously, thank you to Omar and all the great people at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, because this 12 days of giving back has been terrific. And I just feel very good that we're doing something good for our local military members. But now let's talk about how this all benefits you. The best offers of the season are during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where we will donate, I've mentioned this a lot, $325 for every new vehicle purchased or leased. We will make that donation to the charity of your choice, and you've got between now and January 2nd to make that happen. But when you think about buying a new car right now, and you think about interest rates, let me tell you about some of the spectacular deals you can get at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. 0% financing for 36 months on a brand new 2025 Subaru Outback Premium all-wheel drive. 0%. Then, how about this one? 1.9% financing for 72 months on a brand new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Premium all-wheel drive. You can lock in that low interest rate, and you can drive this thing for a long time, and you're going to love it. For complete details, visit oceansubaruoc.com, or we'd love to have you come visit us in the showroom. We're right there on Euclid Street in Fullerton. Check out our huge selection of brand new and certified pre-owned Subarus. Unwrap your savings today at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton.
Thank you, Cappy.
By the way,
yes,
I
sir?
did find a good Bills nugget if you want.
Tell us.
Let's go back to the NFL music already in progress.
This is the Bills' 7th straight 10-win season, tying the 1975 to 81 Cowboys for the 5th longest streak in NFL history.
Very nicely done, Sedano. Those crispy, warm, juicy nuggets. We move to number 2 now. You've had anticipation and you couldn't wait. And for it, let's go to 850 KOA in the Mile High City.
Bo takes a snap, 4-man pressure. Bo climbs the pocket, throws the ball to the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Troy Franklin. Bo nicks his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
The Denver Broncos remain at number 2 again this week. But this was the week and this was the win that has NFL fans starting to believe in Denver. Think about this. They were a 2.5-point home dog, and then they beat the Green Bay Packers convincingly, 34-26. Do you realize that Denver has won 11 straight games? They're 12-2. They have a 2-game lead over San Diego. They've clinched a playoff spot. And Bo Nix is making believers out of doubters. 302 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And Jacksonville will go to the Mile High City to take on Denver in what is another huge playoff caliber game. Denver, George, I'm a believer. They're in at number 2.
2 things. First on the Broncos. The Broncos' 11-game win streak is the second longest single-season streak by a team under Sean Payton. Trails only the 2009 Saints, who won 13 straight to start the season. The Saints team went on to win the Super Bowl.
Wow.
And with that, it is time for number 1. You've been waiting.
Oh, wait. The second thing.
Okay,
second
Go ahead.
I have a feeling I know who the number 1 team is, and I'm going to tell you, Cappy, that my guy Marcel Hall has texted me again. And I think there's going to be a particular fan base who's going to be very upset at you for not putting them in the Cap 10 this week.
Well, I
think I know who it is. I'm kind of upset, too.
Okay, hold on to it, and you guys tell me which fan base is going to be upset that their team did not make the Cap 10 this week. But let's go to number 1.
Everybody hold on to it. Because number 1, we go to JB Log, 710 ESPN. Hey, that's us. And the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
First down and 10 from the 26. Here comes the blitz. Stafford throws right side. It is caught at the front right pylon. Colby Parkinson, a touchdown in 5 of his last 6 games. Colby celebrates the go-ahead score. That was a dime from Matthew Stafford as his MVP campaign kicks into high gear with the go-ahead score.
That's right. The Rams, for the second straight week, are atop the Cap 10. The Rams are 11-3. They've clinched a playoff spot, and they had a big 41-34 home win over the Lions. They're currently the number 1 seed in the NFC. The Stafford MVP tour continues. He was 24 of 38, 368 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. And up next for the Rams, on a short week, when their head coach has a baby delivered like right after the game, a chance to close in on this division at Seattle on Thursday night. Your LA Rams are the number 1 team in the NFL, and they got another chance to show it off Thursday in Seattle. That's your Cap 10.
So this is the third time since 1990 that the Rams were the earliest NFC team by date to clinch a playoff spot, along with the 99 and 2018 Rams, which made the Super Bowl in both of those seasons. They obviously won in 1999.
So you guys tell me. I think there was one team in particular, and I battled back and forth last night as I was writing the Cap 10. Should I put these guys in? Should I leave them out? Because if I put them in, then I got to take these guys out. What do you think? Who's the number 1 fan base that's going to be pissed at me today that their team did not make the Cap 10?
Oh, it's Bang Bang Niner Gang.
Oh,
That's
no,
right.
not at all.
Oh.
The Patriots, it's New England.
Well,
they
here's the
won
thing.
11 games in a
both.
row.
I think both. Because there's a very good chance the Niners are the 1 seed, Cappy.
Well, so repeat
same
the
with the
Cap 10
Patriots.
again. Give me the. Well, the Patriots are good, right? But for sure, the Patriots should be in there too. But I'm just telling you what the Niner fans are mad about.
Right. So San Diego's in at 10, Steelers at 9, Bears at 8, Eagles at 7.
The Steelers in at 9 is a joke.
Seahawks 6, Jags 5, Texans 4, Bills 3, Broncos 2, Rams 1. Here's where I was battling. The Steelers last night, I just like to hear the Here We Go song, so I like to put the Steelers in.
I get it, Cappy.
So remember, George, it's built on bias. So if I were going to take
built
the
on
Steelers,
stupidity, that's what it is.
if I were going to take the Steelers out, I would put the Niners in. As for the Patriots, just remember this. This is all about week to week. And the Patriots were at home. They'd won 11 straight games. They had a 21-point lead, and they lost to Buffalo. So for the Patriots, in the loss, they drop out this week.
Wait,
If this were
the
a
team they lost to is your number 3 overall team.
Yeah, he also
That's
took
right.
the Eagles out last week.
So it's not like they lost to some terrible team like the Raiders.
But the point I'm making is that Buffalo came up with the big win because they went on the road and they avenged the early season loss, and the Patriots dropped a home game with a 21-0 lead. Listen,
They have
Patriot
11
fans,
wins.
I get it, but Bergie, this is not an NFL power ranking.
No, I
this is
know.
the Cap 10.
bias.
I get it.
It's
I
built
totally
on
get
bias. Tell them, Linz.
But, like, I think the Jags are good. They're better than the Jags.
Yeah, what about this Niners thing, too, by the way?
Well, the Niners beat Tennessee. And the thing about it is, I looked at a lot of these games, and yes, it's true. Like when you look at some of these wins, the Eagles beat the pathetic Raiders. The Seahawks beat a team that had a 44-year-old guy come out of a high school locker room. Yeah. The Jaguars annihilated the Jets. The Texans beat up on the Arizona. So
the Patriots lost to the Bills.
Right, but
I mean,
again,
the Niners should be in ahead of the Seahawks. The Niners should not be in ahead of the Texans because they lost to the Texans. The Jags are an interesting bunch, but they also beat the Niners. So I could see the Niner gang, in retrospect, the Niners, they don't have as big a beef as the Patriots. I'm with Greg.
Yeah. I figured the Niner fans were going to be pissed. But, hey, guys, you beat Tennessee. It's not that impressive. And I get it. Other teams beat teams that weren't as impressive.
Yeah, but the Patriots fans, I'm sure there's plenty of Bostonians who live in L.A. Who may be listening. They would have a beef with you.
They may have beaten the Rams, Chris, but not this past week. And
I
that's
understand.
What this is. It's
I understand,
a week-to-week
but
list.
still, come on.
Well, that's why we have the disclaimer at the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know. The Patriots.
This is our last top 10, by the way, for the year.
Come on, really?
Well, what do you mean?
Are you going to come in next week and,
but
and do
can
the
we
top
all
10?
get together? Can we get together?
No, you know what you could do is
I need a break desperately from all of you.
And by the way, I think everybody here needs a break from you.
I agree.
Equally.
So if you want to record your own Cap 10 at home, knock yourself out and post
No,
it.
but I need you to be a part of it.
No.
Yes, you must be.
I'm playing with Odie the Bunny for the next 2 weeks. 8:27. Thank you to Dr. Cerruti.
Quack.
For making it possible. Cerruti Advanced LASIK and Eye Center. See the difference, feel the difference. Visit CerrutiVision.com.
Well, when we get back, wait, that's not true, because when we get back, there should be a Cap 10.
But he said of the year, like the calendar year.
Right, but the final week
the
will
calendar
be,
year, right.
Yeah.
Right, there will be one more Cap 10 during the week we get back.
Yeah, and the new phone number from Dr. Cerruti, please.
Call 855-NOW-2020. 855-NOW-2020. That's 855-669-2020.
There you go.
God forbid I stepped on Dr. Cerruti telling us his number. It's not like we couldn't play it after we were done talking.
Tell us about LAX, please.
That wasn't live?
No, he's not in studio.
3-2.
I hear you dismissing us, Chris. It's okay.
I didn't say anything. I took my headphones off because I had an itch on my ear.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I would agree, Merrill. Don't make me call you an imbecile again.
I don't really care. Honestly, I don't. We got 2 days left. Let's just get through it.
I don't care.
Tell us about LAX, please.
You don't have to be here. You can just
I
go.
won't be past Thursday, but can we do LAX here?
Okay. Well, I was there yesterday, where changes are arriving daily. People Mover trains begin rolling early next year. I mean, Chris is out in 2 days. People Mover trains will be here not too far in the distant future after that. LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between the terminals, the new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and the Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in 2026. To learn more, go to this website, lawa.org/ESPN. That's lawa.org/ESPN. I can't wait to meet Dr. Cerruti, so hopefully we don't have to talk to you during that segment.
Okay. 8:29. Good morning. The Sedano Kap Morning Show rolls on in 3 minutes.
Jeez, the grin.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
John Ireland here for Blue Ice Vodka, America's #1 potato vodka. Smooth, creamy, no burn, made from non-GMO potatoes and gluten-free with no added sugar, just 64 calories an ounce. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the Hollywood sign? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save on phones and plans where everyone in the family can choose their own plan and save. So bring in your bill to your local LA Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metric True Score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
Los Angeles, introducing the newest, most trusted injury hotline.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Dog.
Have you heard the refinancing rule of thumb that says you have to drop your rate at least 0.5% to refi because it'll take several years of savings to recoup the closing costs for a refi? The Loan Exchange says the rule is nonsense. With a Loan Exchange free closer, you can lower your rate without paying any cost whatsoever. That's right, lower your rate with no cost and your balance doesn't go up. You start saving on the first day you have the loan and every day thereafter. If you decide to move next year or rates drop further, you can exchange that loan for another without losing a dollar that was tied up in closing costs. Today's 15-year fixed-free closer rate in APR is 4.99%. So if your current mortgage rate is higher than 4.99%, give the Loan Exchange a call at 855-752-9944 or log on to theloanexchange.com. It won't cost you a thing. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hi, this is Avner Gat, founding partner of the Sedano Kap Morning Show. Avner Gat Inc. is your trusted Los Angeles public adjuster. Call me directly at 818-917-5256 for help navigating the complexity of your insurance claim. Now back to the Sedano Kap Morning Show. Good morning, guys.
8:33, good morning. The Sedano Kap Morning Show on a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. Cappy on this day in 2018, the #1 hit, Ariana Grande. Thank You Next.
Good song.
It's also, okay. National.
Anybody seen the second Wicked yet with
No.
Ariana Grande?
Yes.
Yeah, how was it?
That was pretty good.
Better
But
than
I've
the
seen
first one?
I like the first one, but I've seen the musical twice, so I actually like it.
This is a good one for you, Cappy. Today is National Device Appreciation Day.
Device Appreciation Day, indeed.
Yeah.
I do appreciate my my laptop now that it works, now that all the pictures and the videos and the text messages have been removed that I couldn't figure out, as Lindsay pointed out earlier today.
On this day in 1773, the Boston Tea Party incident occurred. You know that,
1773, huh?
Yeah.
Big day in history.
Which means it would take a few more years for us to get independence.
Let's see, what year is this? We're in 2025.
We're coming up on the 250th anniversary.
250, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be a big one.
You know, when I was younger and there used to be a forecast that said there was tea storms, my sister had me convinced that it was literal tea coming out because it was from the Boston Tea Party. Like it was tea raining down. I believed her.
You guys, probably nobody here knows this, but as the old guy now, and I can't believe I'm the old guy, even though I'm the youngest looking of all of us, clearly. Was anybody else here alive other than me?
In 1776?
No. 200 years later, 1976.
No.
Nope.
George?
I was not born, no.
I can remember being 6 years old and it being the bicentennial of 200 years, 1776 to 1976. So that's it. I'm the only person here that was alive during 1976 for the bicentennial.
Well, I think Mason and Ireland did a live broadcast from the Boston Tea Party. So
I don't think
so. They remember the actual 1776.
They dumped one of the 342 chests into the.
That's good knowledge there. The 342 chests. A lot of people don't know that part about it.
I don't think any of us are going to be alive for the tricentennial. 50 years? 50 more years?
Yeah.
50 more years from right now?
No.
Yeah,
90s?
Who's the youngest person here in the group? Who's the youngest person?
Parker.
John and those guys back there.
Yeah, they might be, because they'll be in their 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can you imagine John 70? Or Parker?
Geez, if I make it, I'm
Still
going to be
rocking a
100.
stash?
I'll be 106, I think. If I make it.
Well, if you keep taking those NAD pluses, you'll be all right.
Well, you're middle-aged, right?
I know. I need more of those NAD pluses, George. In fact, I was going to call my doc and go, yo, you got some testosterone for me?
You got some more peptides?
Yeah, right.
You guys want to do a little Radio Tinder here?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Oh, Radio Tinder time. We like to play a TV theme. It is JB Smooth's 60th birthday.
Love JB Smooth.
JB Smooth. Now, what's the character he played? I don't remember. Leon. Oh,
He pretty much, he honestly saved, I wouldn't say saved, he changed and extended that entire series.
Totally agree.
Like, I mean, it was a great series before he showed up, but
Right.
JB Smoove took it to the next level. My favorite episode, of course, is when Larry and JB both have the same cell phones. This is even before, like, iPhones. And they confuse the cell phones, and they're taking each other's phone calls. Do you guys know the episode I'm talking about?
No, I don't remember that
vaguely
one.
remember it, yes.
Tim Meadows, where he thinks that Larry insulted his wife, but Leon's like, man, I told you I don't want your wife no more. All right, forget it.
Now that you do the Leon impersonation,
Yeah.
did you pick certain castmates of your Cappy cast because you wanted to reinvent the Leon bit?
I wish I was smart enough to do that, but to be honest with you, yes, my man Browner is to me what Leon is to Larry David.
That's what I kind of, when you
Yes.
did that, that's what came out. Anyway.
But
you
is
can
he funny?
Oh, he's hilarious.
He is. Well, his comedy show apparently isn't good, but I've heard the clips on
I
the
don't know.
show.
Past Thursday night, he was great.
That's what Cambone's played me audio, and it wasn't
Hey,
very good.
He knocked it down last Thursday night, man.
Well, I don't
Crushed
have
it.
audio of last Thursday night. But anyway, I kind of picked up on that. But nevertheless, you can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget about our sponsors of Radio Tinder, the Crazy Hernandez brothers. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR, FLOOR, or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. All right, so I don't know if you guys know this, but over the weekend, John Cena, WWE superstar, had his final match. Final match ever. It was in D.C., and in his final match, he faced Gunther, who's like this gigantic, I forget, maybe German guy. Anyway,
Sounds right.
It was a brutal 24-minute match.
Man,
And
Cena looked beat up after.
He did get beat up. I mean, they both did. But at the end of the match, so here's how it ended. Spoiler alert for anybody who didn't see this yet. The 17-time world champ tapped out, which is unthinkable for John Cena because, you know, his whole thing is like, never give up, never give up. He's never once tapped out. In all of the years he's been in WWE, first time ever in 20 years, and he tapped out, and people are pretty ticked about it because, you know, you got some people who are like, oh, it's poetic that he tapped out, like, this is it, I'm done, I'm leaving. But then the other, like, most of the fans are just like, how could you have it end that way? How could it end like that? So I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you think he's like, you know, this is like a stain on him that he tapped out for his final match?
I'm a leaver.
I think that the WWE did that because it would get people talking exactly the way you're talking. So I think it's pretty smart that they did it that way. Because you want people talking about John Cena's last match, just like you want people talking about The Sopranos' last episode or Seinfeld's last episode. For better or worse, people talk about it, and I feel like that's very much in the same vein.
I actually thought it was a brilliant storyline. I mean, for a guy who's never tapped out and a guy whose entire philosophy was, you know, don't quit, for him in his last
match. It's not
match.
don't quit, it's never give up.
Yeah, that. But I'm just here to tell you that the way he came back, the way he had a heel turn, the way he won another championship over Cody Rhodes. I mean, the storyline of Cena's retirement has been really well done. And to say he's never given up, he's never tapped out, it was like, hey, I'm in control of the way this thing ends. I'm tapping out. Then what he did is he stood up, and his body, I'm telling you, it was red everywhere from all the shots he had taken. And he took off his shoes. He took off his sweatbands. He bowed to the audience. He left the ring. He went up to go towards the locker room, and then he turned around. And he soaked it in at the last second. I actually thought it was a great storyline, and I thought John Cena went out on a great tour. And I thought the story was, again, tapping out. I thought it was great.
I don't watch wrestling. I don't like wrestling. I don't like that that's the way that he went out. I feel like if your whole mantra is to never tap out, never give up.
Well, I mean, it's also metaphorical. Like, I'm done. I'm tapping out.
Yeah, I mean, I get that portion of it. I heard Evan talking about that, I think, yesterday on Unsportsmanlike. But it's, to me, that's if your whole mantra is don't give up, and then you give up to end your career, you're kind of taking away everything that you did. It's all gone.
I take Greg's side.
Everything's gone
now.
now.
He's in control of how he finished.
He tapped out.
Yeah, well,
it was
he
big
never did.
sauce. Plus, it was
I don't like that.
If you watch any of the videos online, like he was kind of smirking when he did it, like, like sheepish, like, I'm dead now. I don't know. I don't like it. I didn't like it. Greg, I'm with you. All right, so next one. I saw this earlier today that TNT, who is going to have the one of the college football bowl games on, they're going to have in the Miami Texas A&M game, Johnny Manzel is going to be a, quote, field side correspondent for Bleacher Report throughout the game. I don't know how I feel about this because I feel like Johnny Manzel is kind of a jerk, and from what I understand, he doesn't have any experience doing anything like this except for, that documentary where he just talked about how terrible of a person he was when he played in the NFL. But anyway, do you guys think that Johnny Manzel could make a good sideline reporter?
Well, I mean, he's not going to be, like, doing stuff while in the game. Like, he's not going to be allowed to do that. He's going to be there, I would imagine, pregame, maybe halftime and postgame. I mean, he's probably the most famous Texas A&M player, right?
Yes.
For better or worse. So, yeah, I mean, I understand why Bleacher Report would do it.
They said he's going to be sharing his experiences throughout the game with reports live with fans.
Then that'll be recorded. That's not something that's going to be live because there's no way on God's green earth ESPN is going to allow that.
It says live with fans.
Yeah, but I thought that it's not on ESPN.
Live with fans,
it?
but not on the
ESPN.
field is what I'm saying.
Is it?
But it's not an ESPN telecast, right?
I don't think so.
Of course it is.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Wait a second. Lindsay,
College
you just
football
said
playoff is an ESPN joint.
So they must be doing some type of streaming thing with Bleacher Report, TNT.
Well, unless this is one of those games that they leased out to Turner Sports, which means Bleacher Report can then do something like that. That would be the only way.
Well, that's just what. Yeah, I mean, Lindsay, based on what you said, is that he was going to be part of the TNT broadcast. Yes. But I think if you're TNT, if you look at what ESPN has done with Pat McAfee during college football games.
But last year, just so you know, the TNT broadcast was still like ESPN broadcasters on the game.
Got it. Okay, so without knowing any of the details, all I got was Lindsay says the TNT broadcast, Johnny Manzel on the sideline. Here's what I'd say. Whether you like him or you don't, or you think, hey, this guy blew up his career and this guy's kind of turned into a, kind of a jerk or whatever you think about Johnny Manzel, you cannot deny that in the history of college football, he is a character. He is a figure. He won a Heisman Trophy. He was a top overall pick. He is a college football, quote-unquote, legend. And so if you're going to put Pat McAfee and his group of characters down on the sideline because you think that that's something new and different and interesting, maybe Johnny Manzel fits the bill. So I am kind of curious to see what happens during this broadcast.
So just for clarification, the game is on ABC and ESPN simultaneously, much like the Alabama-Oklahoma game. The TNT games are going to be Tulane, Ole Miss, and James Madison, Oregon, which makes sense because if you're ESPN, you're taking Miami and Texas A&M and Alabama, Oklahoma.
And it is not one of the first two games, oddly enough, that TNT is running as part of the agreement with ESPN. So that makes no sense why they would do that.
Well, again, there's no way it's in-game. Like, if anything he's doing in-game from the sideline, it would absolutely be, if I had to guess, it would be recorded.
So
and
it's
then run
prior
back
to
later.
the game. Breacher Reports will have former Texas A&M quarterback Johnny Manzel will join the BR, Bleacher Report, no huddle team, live from Kyle Field at 9 a.m. Eastern on Saturday prior to the Aggies game.
The pregame show.
There you go.
Manzel will serve as a field side correspondent for Bleacher Report throughout the game, which will see the Heisman Trophy winner share his experiences live with fans, with Mike Golick Jr. and other special guests. But that's on site, on Bleacher Report. It's not part of the broadcast.
Yeah, that'll be an online thing.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, if you're Bleacher Report, you're trying to compete with the likes of Barstool, and again, you're trying to be younger and more attitude and more McAfee, and Manzel kind of fits the bill. He's an odd character from the history of college football. And people are consumed with him still to this day. I mean, they're definitely interested in him.
He won a Heisman Trophy at Texas A&M.
And plus, who can forget, Johnny Football with the money. still a thing.
Thank you, Lindsay. Radio Tinder brought to you by Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Are you hungry?
No, I don't know what's going on. I could be I'm a stroke victim, so I could be having issues
true.
with my mouth.
You can't use that excuse anymore after January or whatever.
No, February.
No, it was February 9th.
The strokes were in
February.
yeah.
Sorry, that's right. Super Bowl. Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
It's a Rams watch party with a huge prize and huge implications. The Rams-Seahawks game on Thursday could decide the NFC West and the 1 seed in the NFC. Join us at 5 p.m. at Kelsey's inside Pchanga Resort Casino. It's free to join, but you have to sign up at ESPNLA.com to save your spot. Plus, you'll have a chance to win an ESPNLA VIP ticket experience, suite experience. Play your perfect combination at Pchanga Resort Casino, the official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. 8:46 right now in the morning. Time to talk about our friends at Prize Picks, guys.
Listen, you want sports action in the state of California? Prize Picks is the place to be. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Your first $5 lineup gets you a $50 lineup bonus. And it's simple to play Prize Picks. It's more, it's less. It's, for example, if you want to play some basketball, like tonight, the NBA Cup, points, rebounds, assists. You can go more, go less on any of those particular stat projections. You bundle a couple together, Cappy, you can win cold, hard cash.
So, George, do you know that this Friday night that Anthony Joshua is fighting, which one of the brothers is it? Which is Jake Paul. Did you know this?
Oh, yes, I did know that.
Okay. So
it's
now
on Netflix.
There is a special max discount promotion live on the board. Anthony Joshua has been discounted to only needing to go for more than half of a total punch landed in this match against Jake Paul. So now,
I feel like that's going to happen. Yeah.
Yes. So I would say when you find the Anthony Joshua half a total punches landed max discount, take that, add another player to your lineup, and you're halfway home to cashing in on Prize Picks. So again, always be on the lookout for all the things that Prize Picks is doing. Max discounts can be like a quarterback throwing for more than half of a yard, a basketball player scoring more than half a point. But in this case, upcoming this weekend, Anthony Joshua, more than half of a total punch landed. Be on the lookout for the max discount on Anthony Joshua and make sure you play it.
Yep, Prize Picks. It's good to be right. And I'll say this, be on the lookout for this. Pete Carroll, apparently, coming up next is what we're going to do, is we're going to talk about Pete Carroll talking about a potential rebuild. Cappy.
Yes. And George, we should just mention, everybody, make sure you download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make your first $5 lineup. Get $50 in lineups. But make sure you download it and use the code CAPPY.
In 3 minutes and 15 seconds, we're going to play that Pete Carroll audio. And I promise you, you will be able to hear his teeth sliding back and forth. That's next on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
The Los Angeles Rams are back in the postseason for the 7th time in 9 years under Sean McVay after a thrilling 41-34 win at SoFi Stadium against old friend Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. With the win, the Rams improved to 11-3. They remain atop of the NFC Conference with an absolutely massive game coming up on a short week Thursday night in Seattle against the also 11-3 Seattle Seahawks. The winner of that one gets very close to locking down that number 1 seed in the NFC. A complete team effort in this one. Matthew Stafford, 368 yards, a pair of touchdowns. He did throw 1 interception. Blake Corum continues to get better by the week. 71 yards, 6.5 yards per carry, including a touchdown. Kyren Williams doing what he always does, finding the paint. 2 touchdowns for Kyren Williams along the way. With Monday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
When it comes to hiring, other job sites are still huddling while ZipRecruiter's already in the end zone. That's why over 4 million businesses have used ZipRecruiter to hire, and why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Oh.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late-night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum at SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhpc.com or follow them at PlayHPC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk.
I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
It's 8:52 in the morning. A Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. We tease this Pete Carroll sound. We will try to get to it. If not, we'll carry it over to the Prize Picks Power Hour. But Sedano, let's talk about our friends at Cadillac of Beverly Hills.
Oh, listen, Cadillac of Beverly Hills, man. It's time, okay? You've been waiting for the perfect moment to step into real luxury, and now is the time. Cadillac of Beverly Hills just kicked off the season's best sales event with incredible offers to unwrap for the holidays. Tons of beautiful brand new Cadillacs to choose from. It's all happening right now at the best luxury dealership in the world, Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Listen, man, when you drive a Cadillac, you know you've made it. So get in a beautiful American luxury vehicle. Brand new Cadillac SUVs, brand new Cadillac EVs, brand new Cadillac sedans. I'm in a Lyriq right now. The thing starts at around $400. You can get into one of those beautiful Lyriqs. It's an EV. It's fantastic. I'm in the V-Series, which is the fastest EV vehicle in the world. So go see my friends at Cadillac of Beverly Hills today at Wilshire and Robertson in Beverly Hills, and make sure you see that beautiful showroom. Make sure you get involved in the season's best sales event with these incredible offers to unwrap for the holidays. So check them out. Again, Cadillac Beverly Hills. Cadillac of Beverly Hills at Wilshire and Robertson in Beverly Hills, or check them out on the web, CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Thank you, Shinano. 8:53. So we can play the sound. It's a minute long, and then react right when we begin the Prize Picks Power Hour. Or we could vamp for a couple minutes and then play it right out of the gate.
I think we should. This is my vote. I think we should wait until we get to the Prize Picks Power Hour, because this is going to take a little stretching out.
Okay.
I'm super disappointed in how this thing has gone.
Well, we tried to tell you.
Yeah, you know what it is, though? It's kind of like, and I admit this, and I've told you guys this before. I used to always believe that every time Mike Tyson got into the ring, it meant he was knocking somebody's head off. I used to believe that every time Tiger Woods put on a red shirt with black pants, it meant that it was over. I used to believe that every time LeBron James hit a basketball court, it meant he was carrying an entire team to a championship. And I guess I've gotten myself caught up in the history rather than dealing with the reality of today.
Well, so did Pete, apparently.
It's over.
I love it. I love it. I love Pete Carroll because of what he did at USC, but that was 20 years ago.
It's just one of these things, though, where when you get to the end of a career, like, for example, just related to Pete, Russell Wilson. Think about what's happened to Russell Wilson's career. Now think about what's happened to Pete's career. And I look at Phillip Rivers this past weekend, and I loved what he did, but I'm worried about what the next 3 games might mean for the end of his career. Or maybe it's not the end of his career. Maybe Rivers will play for Pete next year.
We will play the Pete Carroll sound. We will react. We will talk about those Werther's Originals sticking in his pocket and the teeth needing some, Polydex? You need some Polydex grip. That's all ahead.
It's got to get really hard.
The Eisen Show begins at 9 a.m. on 7:10 a.m. and on the app. We go to YouTube for the Prize Picks Power Hour, YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. And if you're listening to us on the app, stay right there, mongrels. We keep rolling on a Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. Good morning, sucker.
Hey, guys, it's Cap. I would like to tell everybody this. If you look at the Prize Picks app and you look at the bottom right corner, you look at the profile right down here, right here. Follow me on Prize Picks. I'll follow you back on Prize Picks, and now you can follow my picks, and I've been hot, and I can follow your picks, and we can all follow each other on Prize Picks. Let me tell you something. You tell that Italian stallion uncle of yours, Chris Morales, I have been hot on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app and use the code 710. Make your first $5 lineup. Get $50 instantly from Prize Picks.
Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gat today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergat.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergat.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game, avnergat.com.
This holiday season, don't just give a gift. Give the gift that keeps the party going all year long. Live entertainment at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Kick off the new year with the Battle of the Badges. Local heroes duking it out for charity. Then get your groove on with the Temptations and the Four Tops. And set sail with the smooth sounds of Yachtly Crew. February turns up the heat with country hitmaker Ernest, the legendary Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, and laugh-out-loud comedy from Jim Jeffries. And in March, more magic. Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney hits the stage, plus an unforgettable evening with the stunning voices of Il Divo. Then, mark your calendars because on May 16th, country superstars Lady A bring their chart-topping hits to the Fantasy Springs stage. Unwrap the ultimate holiday surprise. Live music, good vibes, and memories to last all year long. Get your concert tickets today, only at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino.
It's exactly what everyone wanted. The best offers of the season during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at Ocean Subaru Fullerton, where we will donate $325 for every new vehicle purchased or leased to the charity of your choice. Take advantage of 0% financing for 36 months on a 2025 Subaru Outback Premium all-wheel drive.
With approved credit through Subaru Motors Finance. All buyers of vehicles will qualify. $325 donation consists of $250 from Subaru and an additional $75 from Ocean Subaru Fullerton, plus tax, tag, title, and dock fee. Zero security deposit. Offers do not combine. See dealer for complete details. Expires 12/31/2025.
Nothing compares to the energy of the purple and gold in person. In the arena, it just feels different. Don't miss your opportunity to catch the Lake Show live and soak up all the action. The best place to get 100% verified, secured game tickets all season long is Lakers Ticket Exchange. It's the official resale marketplace of the Los Angeles Lakers, where you can buy and sell tickets with other fans just like you. Lock in your seats now at Lakers.com/ticket exchange. That's Lakers.com/ticket exchange.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at EnduranceWarranty.com.
If your car is out of warranty, one major repair bill could wipe you out. Just ask Ludacris.
Car breakdowns can wreck your wallet. Without Endurance, a worn-out timing belt could cost you $1,700. A busted transmission, that's $4,000 easy. An engine meltdown, $7,000. But if you've got Endurance, you could never pay out of pocket for a car repair again. With Endurance, your car's most expensive parts are covered. Plus, you pick the mechanic you trust to do the work. With Endurance, your rate stays the same no matter how many claims you file.
If your car is under 20 years old, Endurance has you covered with unlimited miles. Plus, your plan includes 24/7 roadside assistance anywhere in the country. Choose the name Ludacris trusts, Endurance. Right now, get $300 off any plan, plus a year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free. All backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. For your free quote, call 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
If you have money to spend to watch one guy play in the NBA, it's this guy. This guy came in as the seventh man on the bench, off the bench because of injury, and completely wrecked the game for the defending champions who had won whatever it was, 12, 13 in a row. Like, he is a beautiful athlete to watch because of what he is able to do. It really is unlike anything you've ever seen anywhere.
Well,
Victor for three.
We most of us, I put myself in this group, thought
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
He's so tall, he's so skinny, he'll get hurt. and he won't be able to really play.
You mean Greg Bergman?
No,
Who walked out of the studio.
I
But
put myself in this category.
all right.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
And we'll swing the sausage.
Cappy thrusting.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Cappy wins. Cappy wins. Cappy wins the face-off, the rubber match with the swing your sausage. Cappy, how did it feel to get that sausage over your shoulder?
It makes me feel like I'm the new and improved Abe Froman, the sausage king of Chicago, baby.
Exactly.
I feel like that was a little bit of a team effort because once we figured out what the technique was going to be.
Yes.
A little sabor.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the güero on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Give me a freaking break. We go me, Big Al,
Right.
Redbird, Freak Daddy Freddie A.
Freak Daddy Freddie A.
Right.
Is Redbird related to Redwood?
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Bit Boy.
Right now. Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
So, mongrels, stay tuned.
.902 and 30 seconds. It's my fault. I stepped on the beginning of your love boat. I apologize.
All right. No, no apologies needed.
Up ahead in the Prize Picks Power Hour. By the way, let me read the billboard as we begin the Prize Picks Power Hour. Download the app today and use code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CAPPY to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. We will have your Prize Picks pick of the day later on, the Dealer's Choice Real Deal. And I'm going to do a dance move because our social team has been asking everybody to dance for social media. Tim from the social media team, the smooth brother.
Oh, he's cool, man.
He asked me yesterday, hey,
Just sent me a text.
Yeah, he's like, Morales, will you dance for me? He got me in the kitchen in the afternoon. I was like, hey, bro, I'm only on from 7 to 10 and on Tuesdays all day. And today he said, are you going to dance? He's not familiar with the dance I'm famous for.
Oh, no.
As part of the and when I say famous, I mean within the ESPN LA walls. He will get to witness it live.
Infamous.
And up and close.
You going to get a chair and put your foot up on it?
Oh, the whole thing. Later on.
Are you going to dump truck him?
I might dump truck right into him.
What pants you got on today?
The Cozy Earth.
Okay. I just didn't know what color.
The black.
Okay. Those are the good pants for dancing.
Yeah. That's later on this morning. But first, we have to get to this pre-Carroll sound. And let's just start by playing it, Lindsay, and then we'll react.
Pete, I'm curious. During these final 3 weeks of the season, do you feel like you're coaching for your job? Like, I wonder, how did you kind of like?
No, I don't feel like that at all. I really don't. I don't. I'm well beyond that. I don't feel like that.
Would you be willing to oversee a rebuild?
Well, it's looking like that's what's necessary. You know, we need to keep working to get better, and that's in all areas, all aspects of what we're doing. I came in here thinking that we were going to turn it right away. I really did, and anticipated doing that, and that's not what's taking place, unfortunately.
Was that just an evaluation of the talent was just off with not being able to?
I blindly optimistic as I am, I thought we would come in here and we'd have a big factor on this club, and we would be able to, find success that we would be proud of. And right now, it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say this. That's the first I've heard that. I read a lot of the statements. I had not heard his tone. George, at least you got to give Pete Carroll credit for being realistic. I mean, he's telling you what I believe is his truth, which is
his
hey,
truth.
Look,
I thought you don't like when people say that, Cap.
Well, but everybody has their own truth.
Okay.
And Pete Carroll's truth is what? I'm blindly optimistic. And as someone who is, to use his phrase, blindly optimistic, I thought what I've accomplished in the past and doing that same thing would bring us instant success. But because he's blindly optimistic, that means, George, he's not realistic. And realistically, Pete should have thought about a variety of things before he got to the Raiders, which was, number one, he was thinking Band-Aid with a veteran quarterback. That was a failure. He was thinking draft the top running back. That was a failure. He was not thinking about offensive line. That has become a failure. He was not thinking about how to get better playmakers at the wide receiver position. That has been a failure. He did not think about a coaching staff that he had control over and that he hired and he brought in. That was a failure.
That's not on Gino.
In fact, George, I'm having a hard time right now as I'm going through all of this, and this is in real time. I'm having a hard time coming up with anything that is not a failure.
I mean, maybe the Genti thing is not a failure.
Well, in year one it is. Right? I mean, the kid he just hasn't done anything. He hasn't accomplished anything. They don't run the ball.
But again, it's too early to tell if that's a failure.
Oh, no,
it's not a failure, Eric.
I don't think the kid will be a failure. I'm saying year one of his career with the Raiders was a failure. Brock Bowers, injured, comes back, is a playmaker. So that's not a failure. Tyler Lockett coming in midseason and making a play here and there. Is that even a success? I know.
But how much of that is like Pete's doing? Because I guess my thought was when I was listening to this.
Well, Tyler Lockett is definitely Pete's doing, if I had to guess.
Yeah, like a
he
Geno
played
Smith
for him
move.
in Seattle.
Right.
Yeah.
My thought was when I listened to this is like, did you really expect the terrible, lowly Raiders to improve that much?
No.
To where like it wasn't gonna be a complete disaster the first year. I feel
no,
like most coaches are
only
more
Cappy and
realistic.
Greg and Pete Carroll thought that.
Right. It was Pete.
And
Right.
there were I'm sure there were plenty of Raider fans who bought into that nonsense.
Right. No,
but
and Pete
anybody with
believers.
anybody who would be objective with half a brain realized this was not going to be good.
Yeah, that hurts my feelings when you say that, just so you know. My feelings are now officially hurt. I want you to know that hurt me deeply and personally. But
I mean, but you know why? You were trying to will Pete Carroll to be a Radio Rinaldi. That's what you were trying to do.
He's right.
But I do think this, like I'm being like really honest about it, okay? Mm-hmm. I just have had so much belief in Pete Carroll through his years at USC.
We believe in us.
And through his years with the Seahawks. And, George, you got to remember, Pete Carroll was a guy that after he won a Super Bowl, people were actually consumed with Pete to the point where, and I mean, I got to look up the name of the book. Like, he's the kind of guy that they're like, hey, he knows something. He knows something that we all don't know.
He wrote The Secret.
And that's how he went from being a guy who, let's face it, was a failed NFL head coach.
Right.
Who then became a legendary college coach.
Yeah.
Who then came back to the NFL and won a championship and went to a second Super Bowl and was on the verge of winning a second Super Bowl.
Right, had he not just handed off the ball to Marshawn Lynch.
But people were like, he knows something. Pete Carroll now knows something like Nick Saban knows something. Like Pat Riley knows something.
No.
Who
thought that? Like, come on, you didn't think that, did you?
Well, no, here's my point. So then they said, well, Pete, we need you to write a book because in your book, you've got to tell us, Pete, just like Pat Riley has or other great coaches have along the way, what it is that you know that you did that helped you achieve this.
I mean...
Don't 6'7" me. Are you going to 6'7" me? Or with your hand gestures right now? Are you 6'7"ing me?
I mean, Pat Riley has won, I think it's 7 or 8, 9 titles as an executive, player, coach, all that. Nick Saban has 7 national championships. I mean, Pete Carroll, no disrespect, is not in that category of those two guys.
No, but you're missing what I'm saying.
Whether he wrote a book or not does not put him in that category for me.
But what I'm saying is you could go back and you could find lots of sports figures that have written books because somebody somewhere said, you know something now. You've won a championship, multiple championships on multiple levels. So, Coach, tell us what you know. and then you write a book about
it. I get what you're saying, but I never have thought of Pete Carroll in that category personally.
Well,
but,
listen, how many national championships at SC? Is it 2 or is it 3? How many championships does he have at SC?
Well, he has 2, I believe, in the sense of I guess technically 2, yes.
Okay, and then
it was still the time where we were you could be the champion of the AP, but you weren't in the coaches poll or whatever. But we'll give him 2. Yes.
But the resume says this: national championships at the college level, Heisman Trophy winners at the college level, Super Bowl championship at the NFL level when you were a failed NFL coach in your first iteration and your second iteration, and now you have a Hall of Fame resume. So because Pete had blind optimism, and because I am also guilty of the same thing, I'm blindly optimistic as well. Yeah. And I believed in Pete Carroll, and I believed that his energy and his resume would walk through the room and the Raiders would be instantly competent.
So as an actual Raider fan, not you, Cappy, I know you're with them for Pete, but an actual Raider fan.
I admit, by the way, Bergie, I admit, as soon as Pete gets fired or as soon as he quits, I'm out.
You're no longer a Raider fan.
I'm jumping ship.
Greg just literally smacked Cappy out of the way. Just get out of here, dude. You've been here 2 seconds.
It's true. He's not wrong.
See, the whole point.
Greg is basically using the Bane line from Batman. You merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it.
I have been born into this.
And let me tell you something, Bergie. Let me tell you something. When Pete leaves,
you're gone. I already knew that.
No. Oh, not only am I gone.
But wait. I mean, listen. Let's not do revisionist history here, Cappy. When this happened, when you were trying to sell us on Pete Carroll, in the summertime,
right?
I was trying to tell you. I said Pete Carroll has not had a double-digit win season since COVID. Like that. That's at that time it was 4 seasons. Okay, it's now 5 seasons. Like this notion that Pete Carroll had been a good coach the rest of the way was going on. What we've talked about a lot was reputation.
Well, forget about
that's
10
exactly
wins,
what it
though.
was. Hold on,
but just real quick, 10 wins, Bergie. You could have to go back and do some homework here. 10 wins is not like 1,000 yards or 4,000 yards passing. It's about do you make the postseason? And it's not like Pete didn't make the postseason.
He made it. He made it. Okay, Cappy. He made it one time at 9-8 in that span.
Okay,
one time.
So does it really matter that he was not 10-7? Does that really make a big difference?
I mean, I don't know, Cappy, because to me, if you look at yes, it does make a difference to me because the teams that generally win double digits are teams that are actual real contenders.
Okay,
there's not very many 9-win teams that win Super Bowls, the Giants aside, basically.
Okay, fair enough. But the difference between 10-7 and 9-8 is not a big deal. Point is that Pete Carroll has a Hall of Fame resume, and my opinion was he will bring that Hall of Fame resume and be able to make the Raiders instantly
competent. Does he have a Hall of Fame
competent.
resume in the NFL?
Absolutely.
In college football, I'll give it to you, but not
again,
in the NFL.
In the world of football, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, I believe Pete has a Hall of Fame resume. Whether he gets in or not, that's another story.
Though. We're not doing like it's just like
all right,
a
so
career
Bergie, I'm going to tell you, Bergie, I'm just going to tell you this. You're a lifelong Raider fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Pete Carroll Raider fan. And when Pete leaves, whenever that may be, I'm going to try and convince all lifelong Raider fans like you that the time has come to give up on this franchise.
That doesn't happen.
Now? Look at you flipping the script
That's a
here.
terrible thing to do. First of all, Raider fans are for life. We don't
Wait a
leave.
second. You are just an anarchist. You are coming in here just selling these people on this hope and belief. You've sold them placebo pills is what you've sold them.
And if Pete Carroll can't do anything with this team, then you tell me who can.
Wait,
John
but what
Gruden?
about your boyfriend Tom Brady?
Tom Brady, listen, Tom Brady's early in his career, but Tom Brady is going the way of Derek Jeter real quick.
So, by the way, Jorge wrote it down, 12/1/2025, 9/31. Cappy said, the day Pete Carroll resigns, I resign. So that is
Now,
now written
Greg,
down.
I'd like to hear from you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, so the first thing about football always, every single year at the beginning of the year, that you have all this optimism because this is going to be that year. You can go from worst to first, and it happens more often than we probably think that it does. So you have that optimism. When Pete Carroll came in, I was more like, okay, he's going to come in here and fix just everything around, the energy around here, the culture around the Raiders. That was going to get fixed. Obviously, it has not. I wasn't so blindly optimistic that they were going to be amazing, but I thought, okay, maybe in my mind, I wanted to be good. The fact that they brought in was Chip Kelly, where he has, okay, maybe he can bring in a good offense. That was clearly the wrong choice, and he's destroyed 2 of my teams from the inside now. So it's the matter of, at the beginning of the year, it was like, okay, this could be that year for the Raiders. They're bringing in somebody that's going to change the culture. It clearly didn't happen. Now next year, when the season starts, I'm going to think Ashton Genty and Brock Bowers and whoever we get in the draft. Maybe it's Fernando Mendoza, whatever it happens to be. And now your offensive line is back in full health. Max Crosby, I'm going to feel good about it again for about 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's what the NFL does. They hope traffic you. I mean, they literally have commercials about it in the preseason where everybody feels like they've got a chance, even the Raiders and the Browns and the Jets.
So you go back to the beginning of what Pete said in that press conference, and he actually says, look, I'm beyond that. And when they asked him the question, like, do you think you're fighting or coaching to save your job, Pete actually says something like, I'm beyond that. And the reason that he's beyond that is because he's not a 35-year-old first-time head coach. He's a 74-year-old, and I want to say this is his
I thought he was 47. I thought that's what you said he was. He was 47.
Well, 74 is the new 47. That's exactly right. I mean, he's got the energy for it, but the thing is that when you ask him, is he coaching for his job, the answer is no. And the reason the answer is no is because, dude, this is my 4th head coaching job in the NFL. I've made a lot of money. I've won the Super Bowl. I've been to the postseason. I've coached Hall of Famers, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not coaching for my job. The organization has to understand. You keep changing coaches year after year after year after year, you'll never find any consistency. You're starting over every year. And I would ask you guys.
But you're going to start wait, but that makes no sense. He's 74 years old. You're going to start over sooner rather than later anyway. Just get rid of him and start over.
Well, if you gave him the full 3 years, would you be starting over or would he be handing off?
Handing off to who? What is this? JT the Bricks book? The handoff? What are you talking about here?
Hey, listen, let me tell you something.
I've been typing in the corner, but that was amazing, Sedano. Great work. That was awesome.
Who is he handing it off to? Is my question.
Well, when you ask me the who, my answer is, as of today, I don't have the answer. My goal would be.
Oh my God!
By the way,
wait a second.
very
Why, you have to have a succession plan?
Well, you
He's
would think.
74 years old.
He should have a succession plan. That's the whole reason.
Hold on. The first part of a succession plan is let's be successful first, and then we'll hand it off. Right now, they're the worst franchise, top to bottom in the NFL. And let me tell you something. People would hear me say that in Vegas, and they go, what are you talking about, man? They got a beautiful stadium. It's packed every week, whether it's half the other team's fans and half our fans.
Not true.
The organization is making more money than it's ever made in its existence, and you're telling me the organization's a failure?
Now, Clinton Yates is now in studio, dressed very festively, but he's going to come after you, Cappy.
I've been listening to this for 10 minutes, and I have no idea what you're talking about, Cappy. Hall of Fame resume? Are we serious?
You guys don't think Pete Carroll has a Hall of Fame resume?
An NFL Hall of Famer? No chance.
No. It's the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And also,
Are we serious right now?
Let me ask you, Cappy.
Thank you, Perk.
This is an honest question. Perk. Do you know Pete Carroll, like personally?
Yeah,
He's
do.
your friend?
Yes.
So this is what this is about, effectively. Because, like, I don't know anybody who's been a specifically Pete Carroll loyalist at any place he's ever coached for anything. Like, let's not forget what happened when he was at USC. It was pretty controversial. And when he was at Seattle, like, he probably should have done something that he didn't do. Like, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but he definitely has loyalists from his USC days. There's no question.
Sure, but that loyalism is to the success and to the vibes. It's not like he was walking the earth like some deity, football deity at all. And I'd go so far as to say also.
Ooh, I don't know, man. It was pretty. I was here in those times, and it was pretty hot, man. Like it was. They were the football team of Los Angeles, and he could do no wrong in that stretch.
Right, but it felt to me that was because he was effectively a cool guy. I don't think I ever looked at
and
him
they were winning
as a football genius, right? Because they were paying more money and they were getting better guys. I guess all I'm saying is like,
yeah, but I don't know about that. Like everybody was paying guys back then. Too.
Yeah, I mean,
like, it's not like
don't get me wrong. Reggie Bush got himself into a whole lot of trouble, but that was not Pete Carroll and the USC coaching staff doing that.
I've never once in my life looked at Pete Carroll as a football genius. Is all I'm saying.
But
well, in college, he definitely had an aura to him. There was no doubt. In the NFL, I think his stint with Seattle was, I would say, very successful. They went to 2 Super Bowls. They won a Super Bowl. He had a tremendous amount of success there. But I don't think he's Hall of Fame worthy in the NFL just for that. I think he is a college football Hall of Famer. If he's not already, he might already be. But in the NFL, I would agree that he's not.
Listen to me. I'm not going to sit here and say to you guys that we're going to have a debate over Pete Carroll's Hall of Fame credentials. I'm saying to you what I call it a Hall of Fame resume. When you've won multiple national championships, produced multiple Heisman Trophy winners, and then get another shot at the NFL and take a franchise like Seattle and turn them into a Super Bowl champion and back-to-back Super Bowl appearances, that is a Hall of Fame resume. And Pete Carroll is known as a great motivator and a great team builder. And when I say team, I don't just mean wins and losses. I mean what he does for a team in a locker room. And that's why he's been so successful, because he preaches competition in practice, and he has a different philosophy than other coaches. So I expected, Clinton, that Pete Carroll would bring all of his success and his rings and his resume, and he would walk through the locker room and everybody would have instant respect for him, which they may have had. But they also may have lost it along the way because they realized he kind of hyped them up at the beginning of the year, and they're the most pathetic football team that I can remember. And that goes with the Jets, the Browns, the Bengals, the Chargers at times. They're just pathetic.
The reason for that is simple.
By the way, I have to read this in the mongrel chat. When you were talking about handing it off, Cappy, Crash Override says, Pete doesn't hand it off to anyone. He will try to pass at the goal line.
Right. No, but the reason for what you're talking about, Scott, is simple, and it's the owner. I mean,
football sometimes can be simple.
That's the problem, is that Mark Davis is involved with way too many decisions. And it's one of those deals where, you know how, like, when you're in a leadership position and there's, like, a front office, you don't want people that are smarter than you under you because it makes you look bad. That's what's going on with the Raiders, is that this guy makes all these decisions, and all the people who are otherwise know what they're doing aren't in a position to do so because he's got the ultimate upper hand. And so Pete probably has his hands tied a little bit, and the frustration is obvious. I mean, they're not filling that stadium every week, dog. And whether or not it's with other people or not, like I think my question, if I were a friend of Pete's, was, why did you ever take this job to begin with?
Correct.
And that's where
that is right.
things get really difficult.
He was desperate.
Well, but why? But why? Like, that's the deeper question. Like you said it, George. He's desperate. He wants to coach so badly at 74 years old with all the money that he'll ever need and that his family will ever need. Why is he so addicted to coaching that he'd be willing to go to the Raiders?
Now, I have talked to plenty of athletes, and I would imagine coaches feel similarly, who, for one reason or another, their careers were cut short, right? Maybe it was a medical reason or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, just it didn't end on their terms, per se. And I feel like, and those guys always feel like they have that itch of like, man, I wish I could have ended it on my terms, even if it was just for one more year, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm sure Chris Paul is kind of going through that right now to some extent. Yeah. And Pete probably was dealing with that. Remember, he was let go from Seattle and given some, like, nebulous title of like consultant or something like that, which was really just like, yeah, Pete, we love you. You got us a Super Bowl. Like, we're just going to keep you on the payroll a little bit, but you're not really going to have any power to anything. And he didn't want that. He wanted to feel alive again, and that's what makes him feel alive. These guys live the job, and he loves being Pete Carroll, the head coach. And I think he just wanted one more run at that at the very least.
Do you think that it has to do with the fact that maybe that Hall of Fame resume you speak of, Scott, he feels is a touch incomplete on the pro side?
Perhaps. That's a possibility. But I would just say this, that it is an addiction. It really is. And we started the whole football season off by asking this question. Who will be more successful between Pete Carroll and Bill Belichick? And you look at these two guys, and Belichick, I mean, obviously.
Neither was my
right, but
answer.
But Belichick has those Hall of Fame credentials, and Belichick has all the money. And why would a guy like that go to a school like North Carolina?
Same reason.
You talk about desperation. There was nobody in the NFL that wanted to touch Bill Belichick.
Yep.
And Pete Carroll is different. He doesn't have the rings, but he has a likability factor and a positivity factor. And it just has not worked. And is it him being 74 years old? Is it the Raiders not having any talent? Is it Tom Brady's not really a good executive? Is it Geno Smith's a terrible quarterback? The answer is it's kind of like yes to all of that.
Yeah, all the above. Right. I'll tell you when I knew things were and this is a quick story. When at the end of the Browns game, right? They had the pressers after the game. He didn't say a word. He just sat down and said, "Go." Staring at everybody because he was that upset. And I was like, I've never seen Pete Carroll that angry or that sort of downtrodden in my life. Something has definitely changed about his ideas of what could have been.
Yeah, and think about it like this, George. You said go out on your own terms. Imagine if Pete Carroll does get fired. Because I don't believe he'll resign, but maybe I'll be proven wrong. But if he gets fired, think about that. Going out on your own terms, that's it. It's over. It's done. Go coach high school football somewhere and enjoy coaching, not coaching an NFL football team.
Go back to Manhattan Beach, coach Mayor Costa or something. Mayor Costa.
Go be Phillip Rivers, defensive coordinator down in Alabama.
Carson Palmer doing it right
now. Redondo Union, they're a good team. I don't know. I'm just saying, and I'm not saying that to be dismissive of a guy who's had a tremendous career, but it's clearly not working at this stage, at this level anymore.
Yeah, so, but again,
we do have breaking news. Parker put in our group text. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
And I'm glad that this is the case. Jaden Mava is coming back to USC. Now, remember, Cappy, I said to you when we talked about USC's season, to kind of wrap it up at that time, I said Mava was probably a second day, maybe, a third day, maybe a second day quarterback in the draft. I was hoping if he came back one more season, because I thought he made big strides this past season. And I would probably put him in like the top 7 to 10 quarterbacks in college football this year. I think the best thing for him was to come back one more year, and I think it would also help USC's chances at potentially taking the next step, because they would have that veteran guy who's been in now the system several years. And if you look at a lot of these teams that end up having success, it's either a hotshot quarterback, young quarterback, a transfer quarterback who is, a veteran guy, or the guy who has been in the system for several years with some modicum of success. And I think that if you're a USC fan, this is a good day that he's coming back, because it's the first step in you potentially taking that next step to be a real college football playoff contending type team.
I would agree. Listen, when you in the world of college football today, where every year the season ends and the kids hit the portal because they're either looking for more money, more playing time, more success, whatever it is that they're chasing. In the case of Mava, this is a guy who knows the coach, knows the staff, chances are knows a lot of the roster that will be back next year. And instead of hitting the portal and going, well, I can find success or money somewhere else, where are you going to find more success and more money? I mean, you transferring to Alabama, you transferring to Georgia, what are you going to go to Indiana and take over from Mendoza? I mean, you're here. You've been here. You've been in this system now, and you're going to be a 3-year starter. I mean, George, I don't know how many college football teams. I mean, well, just take a look at the Heisman Trophy. Mendoza was a one-year guy.
Yeah, he'll be 2.5 years, but 3 seasons, that he'll have started a significant amount of games. Yeah,
right. Mendoza was a first-year guy at Indiana, not a first-year starter, but a first-year guy there.
Right, but he had started very similarly. He had played 3 years. Yeah,
right. But still, I mean, to leave and go to a new coaching staff, new players, etc. Then you look at the kid from Vanderbilt, Pavia. Is that how I say his name?
Yes.
He was another guy, multiple schools, transferred till he finally found the right spot and where he could be successful.
Right. He had been there a couple of years at Vandy, yeah.
But, like a kid like Julian Sayin, and yes, he transferred from Alabama, never played at Alabama, transferred to Ohio State. And I suspect that Sayin based on the success that he had this year, will go back to Ohio State. Not that he's eligible yet for the NFL.
He's going to re-sign with Ohio State, which is it feels so dirty hearing that re-signing with.
Why does it feel dirty?
It does.
Weird.
It does. It feels weird for a college.
Oh, man,
and in college,
you guys
to
need to get over that nonsense.
It's just,
I'm not saying it's wrong. I just feel dirty when you see it.
That's what it is now. We understand that's where it's going. It's just the fact that
Let me
that
ask you a
feels
question.
Weird.
We were just talking about Pete Carroll and USC and those times. You don't think those guys were re-signing in some way back then,
Of course, and buying houses, too.
But it was all hidden. That was all hidden
right.
behind the scenes.
This is
It was
actually
behind a
better.
cloak.
It's above board.
Yes, it is. It's just it feels
I
weird
agree
and
with
wrong.
Berkey. It feels dirty.
The way that they talk,
for
I
college.
saw the same thing too, and I was just like, I don't know, that's weird
The
how they
wording. The wording is just what gets me.
Like it would normally be like, oh, he's announced that he's staying.
Yeah.
Right?
It's coming back for another year to USC.
But it actually
re-signs.
is. But it actually
like a new
is
contract.
Technically, but it is re-signing a new contract because before he leaves and hits the portal, he's literally talking to USC's coach, and the coach is talking to the collective, and the coach is saying to the collective, "Hey, if we want to bring Jaden back next year, he made $3 million. I'm making up numbers. He made it $3 million this past year. He can transfer and go get $4 or $5 million somewhere else. So, guys, if we want to keep him, we gotta pay him." And then when they go back to him and they go, "Hey, we got you the $5 million. Okay, great. Where do I sign?" And that is exactly what happens now every single year when the college football season ends.
Look, schools have GMs now. We're in a completely professional league in college now.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
Shouts to
We're just saying it feels dirty, kind of like when you watch Pete Carroll glue his teeth back in. It's just something different. That's all.
Wow.
Meanwhile, I hold up the picture.
By the way, again, I just think it's a really for USC. It is exactly what you want. You want the guy to be around one more year. Now you're one recruiting class, and you're bringing in. You make smart portal additions. You're going to be right in the thick of the Big Ten next year.
Fight on.
Exactly right. I hold up his picture. The great Jacob Emrani. Let's talk about it, guys.
I mean, listen, this is the time of year, right? Holidays are here. You're out driving. You're at a flight. You're thinking about the gifts you need to buy or the holiday you need to get to. And then all of a sudden,
BAM!
I was a little extra on that one.
Yeah.
I gave you a little extra something.
Yeah, sure. You're getting into an accident, during this holiday season, your heart's racing. There's a simple playbook. First, get to safety. Call 911 if you need medical help. Second, take photos if you can. Third, get names and numbers. And here's the big one, Cappy. Be careful what you say. Don't guess. Don't apologize just to be polite. Don't say I'm fine if you're not sure. Injuries can show up hours or days later, especially neck and back pain.
Yep. That's why you got to call Jacob. You guys know the number by now. Everybody knows the number. My goodness, they had it all over the screen at the Rams game on Sunday. 800
345
667
89.
That's right. You got to call the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie before you give a recorded statement to the other driver's insurance company, because once you say the wrong thing, they will use it to cut down your claim. Do you understand that?
Shh. Yeah, so make it easy on yourself, Cappy. Call 800-345
67
89. There you go. Again, 800-345
67
89. It's the easiest number to remember when you're stressed, Cappy.
That's right. Jacob and Ronnie is the official sponsor of the Lakers, the Rams, LAFC, and he brings that same focus and discipline to protecting injured people all across Southern California. And George, you don't pay unless Jacob wins. No fees unless he wins.
So call him at 800-345
67
89. 800-345
67
We've slowed it down.
89. Or visit calljacob.com.
Clinton Yates is in there laughing at us.
You guys are trying to out-creepy each other. It's really funny.
Oh, that's our bit. We try to do that every day.
It makes me laugh.
And you know, Clinton, that yesterday we actually asked Jacob, hey, look, has it gone a little overboard or is it too much now? Like, are you annoyed by it? And he's like, no, dude, it is caught on. Everybody comes up to me and they go, hey, Jacob, 800, 345, 89. So, it's kind of one of these things that's caught on.
I mean, Joe Buck did it last night on Monday Night Football.
I think that might be a jump the shark moment.
I don't know.
Oh, I agree with Clinton. And by the way, I've been trying to make it a jump the shark moment, but I think Joe Buck just accomplished the goal.
The problem is that this is like a larger discussion, but like we can't separate internet trends anymore as age appropriately as we need to. 6'7" belongs in the realm of kids at camp or whatever, like who go to a basketball game, and when they hit 6-7 on the scoreboard, the kids go ballistic. I don't need Joe Buck doing it. You know what I mean? Because he's just too old for that. It feels weird. I got no
guess
problem
what?
with
We
young
didn't
people doing
need
it.
Cappy playing Swing Your Sausage yesterday,
Oh,
but
yes,
we did
you
it.
did, brother.
We did.
You needed it.
And if
I
Joe
needed
Buck
it.
wants to come in and swing the sausage with us, that's fine. We can play Swing Your Sausage with Buck and Aikman.
I mean, Buck looks like he's probably pretty solid at swinging a sausage.
Probably.
saying.
Let's take a 90-second. So what do you got, Cappy? You got
well,
something?
George, I want to tease this. George,
Okay, go ahead.
did you see what happened yesterday with Swing the Sausage?
I think George. Oh, no, he's there.
Did you see what happened yesterday with Swing Your Sausage?
Well, I mean, I was there.
Yeah,
no,
but then we kept
you
going.
left. Then you left.
Then we
played-
had Bergman versus Clinton Yates. Then we had the rubber match, Clinton Yates versus Cappy, and they had to swing the sausage over their shoulder.
It was a whole tournament.
Cappy was the sausage king?
He was.
He was. He is the sausage
He
king.
is the sausage king, yeah. We can
All right, we'll
recap
swing
that
it.
if you like.
You
Yeah.
can swing it. We'll take a 90-second timeout, and we're back. The Prize Picks Power Hour on the Sedano Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
Rams fans, it's your boy Sua Cravens. Pchanga Resort and Casino, the official tribal casino of the Los Angeles Rams, is throwing an epic watch party Thursday, December 18th at Kelsey's inside Pchanga as the Rams take on the Seahawks. Show your Rams love and come out and enjoy food and drink specials and score big with awesome prizes. Like a VIP sports experience inside the ESPN LA suite or playing a golf foursome with me at Journey at Pchanga. It's free to join, but spots are limited. Lock in yours now at ESPNLA.com. That's Thursday, December 18th.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gat, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gat knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gat today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergat.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergat.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergat.com.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on.
That encapsulizes Rivers' entire career.
Encapsulate, yeah.
Wait, encapsulizes is not a real thing?
George Sedano, Scott Kaplan.
You can't encapsulize a thing? No, you only encapsulate it? Okay.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
That was good, Mario. Good job. Little Poised to Men with Brian McKnight for you. Holiday sound, but also happy birthday. Michael McCary, one of the Boys to Men, he turns 51 today.
Which one is he?
It's Michael McCary.
I know, but is he the shorter dude with the really high voice? Is
No,
he the
that's
taller,
Wanye.
skinny dude? Wait, who's that, Clinton?
The person you're referring to is Wanye. The guy who does all the super emoting when he's
Yeah.
singing, that's Wanye.
And who's the tall dude with the cane?
I think Michael is the guy who's like, hey, baby.
Yeah, he's
Please
got the
forgive
deep
me
pipe.
for all the
dude
wrong
with the
I've
cane is
done.
Pete Carroll.
Please forgive me.
Just saying.
Wow. The video for this song is incredible. By
Tim,
the way.
you ready? I might do it right here because this gets me going even better than the pony.
Oh, God. Look what's going on here. Wow.
How's that pasta coming along?
Did you break something?
What just
Something just
He
went wrong.
dump trucked the microphone.
Yeah. That was good.
Hopefully we got that,
What
Tim.
was that?
Too
That
late,
just
Tim.
played.
He did his dance.
You can get it off the YouTube.
It was a
Oh,
sneak
you want to see
attack.
the? There, Tim. We can do the pony now. Come back here. Come back here.
Come right in.
Hit it.
Come right in.
You ruined your camera.
Yeah. Camera down.
Camera down.
Remember this at the Mandy's when
Yes.
Avner jumped up on stage? Go Avner. Go Avner.
I must
my
admit,
God.
the dance is not the same with Chris carrying less on your body. There was like an element of like, you might actually get done. You know what I'm saying?
When I would thrust, the dump truck would be 2 seconds behind me.
It's a different thing. You're at tight end weight now, not at O-line weight. So
I don't know.
It's a little different.
When Clinton walked in, he said that he wanted to be dump truck. He said he wanted to be dump truck. He wanted to have the pony. Yeah, so look, this is what you have to get. This is what you get.
Thank you, Greg.
You're welcome.
It's not
just
my
for you,
fault.
buddy.
Oh, give it to him, Chris. Give it to him.
Come on.
Go Morales. Go Chrissy. CMM, yeah.
Broke his leg.
Oh, my God. He almost broke
I don't know what just happened. I didn't know what I was setting myself up for there.
You didn't know you were getting dump trucked?
I was not familiar with his game. I've seen the pony. The pony is the game that I'm used to. The pony would have been useful in Swing Your Saucy. That was the kind of energy we were using yesterday.
Absolutely
the
right.
Dump truck, there's a lot going on there.
Oh, 9:40, good morning.
Avner.
Wow.
Go Avner.
I don't know if Avner's ever going to do a pony again.
You know,
he loved it. What do you mean?
He did, but I think he also was like, he did it on stage. I don't know if he was really into it.
Oh, he was into it.
There was sort of a Dave Roberts Ice Cube vibe to that.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
that was great.
Clinton, you're so right, though. Chris's dump truck has been significantly reduced based on the lack of 100 pounds that he's no longer carrying around.
Changes things.
And the shame of it all is that we had this bid idea that we were going to do for the Mandy's, where have you ever seen Patrick Swayze and Chris Farley on SNL,
Yes,
where they're the Chippendales guys, and Swayze's like lean and ripped, and Farley's like fat and gross, and me and Morales were going to do that bit at the Mandy's.
We still can. Let's not pretend I'm skinny now.
Are you
I'm still curvy?
Yeah, I was going to say, Scott, are you the lean and ripped guy in that
I'm
situation,
not.
or is there some other person?
That's the second part of the problem. You know, is that Chris has lost so much weight, and I've gained so much weight.
Yeah, but I'm
you
not
can't
lean
tell
and
who's
ripped.
who.
I'm not lean and ripped, so let's settle down.
That's funny. That is
I appreciate it, but no, we could still do the Farley bit.
We could still maybe do it.
Yeah. But remember, we also have to do the Dodgers thong bit at the Mandy's, too.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about that.
The Dodgers.
Remember, that was part of the bet.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody.
By the way, I'm not getting season tickets. I'm not doing that.
That's not they're not offering them to you? I'm stunned.
Oh, they're offering to me, but I got to go bankrupt to do it.
Yeah, no,
it's
gonna be a lot.
insane. The price surge.
I don't know. This is a whole other discussion. I don't understand how people can do that.
I don't either.
I just don't understand in this economy. Like literally, I don't get it.
It's
crazy,
miraculous. And by the way, even for Pavilion or Top Deck, it's still a staggering amount of money for season tickets.
Right, but the Dodgers know this, that there is a lot of demand, there is limited supply, and in a community that has 12 million people, what you got to do is you got to get 50,000 there 80 times.
Yeah,
but I don't need to spend $50,000
turning it over. Yeah, you're not counting on repeat customers.
But here's the other thing. This is what really made me not do it. If you could resell, like you used to be able to, and I used to do season tickets before, my family had them way back when, like you could there was an economy of reselling certain games to at least break even. My whole thing was, let me just break even. I don't need to make money on it.
Right.
But you can't do that because now the Dodgers actually kind of prevent it. So I don't have time to be on Craigslist using code words to get in a secret society of selling tickets. I just don't have the time. That's what you have to do now because they will basically take your season tickets from you and ban you if you're reselling on anything other than the ticket exchange. And here's the thing, on the ticket exchange, you can't make your money back.
No.
Yeah, because of all the fees and stuff.
Designed to suppress you.
Yeah.
So, by the way, did I see that they made clearance for those gondolas to actually finally become a thing to the
They
parking lot?
said they will, but
Did I
you
see
know
that?
that's going to take we won't be alive when that thing finally gets built.
Oh man,
we're still waiting for the high-speed rail.
It's
been talked about for 30 years.
I need those gondolas to become a thing.
How much?
I need midair fights. After
Can you
games
imagine?
to become a thing.
Mid-air
That's what I
gondola fights.
Can you imagine? That would
think
be
about
great.
the videos on social media.
I mean,
on
it
that.
would be incredible.
Wow.
I need that to happen.
Yeah. You know, it is true, though, like certain organizations like the Dodgers, when they raise prices, I really feel like they're justified in that, look, hey, we've given you all the success. We've given you multiple championships. We want to keep investing in our team. Hey, somebody got to pay for it. And you, the customer that wants to buy tickets or wants to buy merch or wants to be around this, you're part of paying for that. What bothers me is when other organizations do the same thing, but they don't have the success to stand on. Hey, we're raising our ticket prices this year by another 10%. But wait a second. You guys won 75 games last year. You guys didn't sniff a championship. You're raising your ticket prices? Is there that much demand for mediocrity? So the Dodgers are selling and they're doing a good job of it. They're selling greatness. They're selling championships. Whereas other organizations try and do the same thing, and they can't sell that. So
people lost their minds in Cleveland when they raised the prices. I think it was 2 seasons ago. And they were just like, well, how do you think we pay? How do you think we pay for players? And it's like what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah.
There's
a feedback loop there that's going to be interesting to see if, for whatever reason, this team stops winning in the next 5 seasons or so. I mean, what do you think it takes? That maybe not that long, you know what I mean? And, I understand what you're saying, Scott, from a business standpoint, but as I say on the internet, it comes to a point.
Yes.
And I think we're closer to that point, frankly, with the Dodgers than we've been with
the Dodgers.
Any other pro sports team in our life that I can think of where they're just going full-blown max out. Like, this is the only way to experience it is you have to be rich. Like, I can't think of another team.
The Lakers?
No. Yeah, but you can sit in the 300s.
Yeah, there's not – I don't know. And the Lakers also – frankly, aren't as good.
And the NBA releases tickets. The NBA releases tickets on game day. To Chris's point, that you can buy that are reasonably priced. Every team.
But George, you know what I'm saying? Like, can you think of a team that has gone this far deep on the luxury?
Well, I made the comment. Was it? It was 2 years ago. Whatever the year they brought in Ohtani, so it was now 2 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, year prior to that. I always like to go to a game and take my family to a game where I can watch a rising young star, right? And so 3 years ago, I took them. I think it was 3 years ago now. I took them to watch the Reds, see Ellie De La Cruz, and Ellie had a great game in that game. Reds ended up winning the game, and the next year, Ohtani's there. So I bought these seats on the third base line. I ended up seeing Jacob that game, if I recall correctly. About third base line, I like to sit in the shade, so under kind of one of the last rows. And I want to say the tickets were probably $115, $120 all in, a piece. And the following year, I looked for a similar game, not a premium game, right? Not the Mets or the Yankees or one of those types of teams, right, that comes into town where they charge you more. And it was the Brewers at that point. So it was Jackson Churrio's rookie season.
You did this on the air, I
remember. Those same seats cost me $160 the next time around. Jeez. Same exact seats, same exact row, okay? So, yeah, I mean, at some point, you're going to price people out. It is tough, and baseball is no longer – it used to be the most affordable sport, but it's no longer the case.
Those days are long gone.
And it's not just the Dodgers. It's pretty much everywhere.
But you know what else, though? But you know what else is interesting is how many people will save money or incur debt to buy these tickets. It's that important to them. We may be a little bit desensitized because of how long all of us have been in sports media, but the guy out there that loves his team and works his ass off, and rather than saying, well, I'm going to save $20,000 this year, that person is willing to put that $20,000 or more into
the Dodgers,
into the investment into the Dodgers, because it brings them great pleasure. And you've got 82 home games, and they'll make it to 75 of them. It is part of their lives. That expenditure of parking, of time, of money, of emotion, it is critical to those folks who spend that money.
Yeah, great fan base, no doubt about it.
But we know people, obviously, I mean, without saying names, that have spent a fortune on tickets that are like, gosh, do I really want to spend this much money on I love the team, and I love coming every year, but, man, that's a lot of money.
Well, this is the World Cup discussion writ large right now that's happening all over the globe, where, people from other countries are like, they cannot be serious with this. This is just not going to work. I think that is actually one place where that bubble might genuinely burst, and you're not going to see the same type of people and the same type of energy in stadiums that you probably expected you were going to see when you announced this thing 10 years ago or whatever.
Well, let me ask you guys this question. When the Olympics come to L.A., I've never been to the Olympics. I've never been in a city.
It's not cheap.
I've never been in a city. George, were you guys in Paris a couple years ago when the Olympics were there?
Yeah.
Did you go? I don't recall. Did you guys go to some events?
No, we were there. We left the day of the opening ceremonies, but I did look up while I was planning that trip. I did look up what tickets were going to cost. And let's say you wanted to go to one of the basketball events. And I'm talking about the first round preliminary, like round robin portion. I mean, if you wanted good seats, like you were paying $350 a ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is not secondary market. This is primary market. You know, and
Face
even
value.
the upper levels, like the upper bowl was going to be nearly $200. You know what I mean?
So like when the
per ticket. So, and the same thing for swimming, gymnastics. Those tickets are expensive. They know which events are the ones that will drive up prices.
Yeah, because like I'm thinking to myself, look, I've never been to any Olympic events. Never. I've never covered the Olympics. I've never had a press credential. I've never gone to the Olympics. I've never been in a city that is hosting the
Olympics. You've never
Olympics.
broadcast skeleton or the luge like Steve Mason?
I would have loved to have. I would have loved to have broadcast the luge or the skeleton.
Why are you laughing? That's an impressive feat. I wish I would have done an Olympic.
Listen, if Westwood One would have sent me to the Olympics, I would have done it in a heartbeat. They once asked me to do
for sure.
They once asked me to do the NHL All-Star game. They're like, "Well, hey, it's in LA. We figure you're there. Can you do the NHL All-Star game?" I'm like, "There's no chance I can broadcast the NHL All-Star game." They're like, "Why not?" I'm like, "I don't know, a couple of reasons. Don't know hockey, can't pronounce the names. There's a variety of reasons."
By the way, we have an Olympiad coming up. Like the Winter Olympics are upon us.
Yeah, no, but yeah, for sure. That's
But what I'm
he's
getting
talking
at is
about,
this. I've never been to the Olympics. I'd like to go to the Olympics. I don't know what events I want to go to, but I suspect that buying tickets for the LA Olympics in 2028, by the way, are going to be insanely expensive.
Yeah.
Unless you know, they allow swing your sausage to be an Olympic sport by then.
Hey, George, at that point, I get into the
You may be a
Olympics,
gold medalist.
and I am a potential gold
Medal
medalist.
stand situation, right?
And Clinton, I would ask you to do this for me. I would ask you to coach me. I'd ask you to be my personal coach and swing the sausage.
Listen, swing your sausage, coach.
If it wasn't for you yesterday, I wouldn't have had the technique to swing the sausage over the shoulder.
I appreciate that because I thought about it for a while. I was like, there's just no way that any normal human being can do that unless you do sort of like a, for lack of a better term, like a rainbow with the sausage, like it's a soccer ball, and then hit it on your knee. But I was like, that's way too complicated at this point. And so I had to, when I dip, you dip, we dip, and you nailed it. It was a good job.
Yeah, and I know Parker and the guys showed the highlights as we went to commercial break here earlier this hour.
Seriously?
George, did you see me and Clinton swing our sausage?
I did not. No.
So George, what happened was Bergie and I did one event, and then we decided to have sort of finish the tournament, or kind of the round robin feel. But we were doing something different that required a different set of skills, and so swinging it over your shoulder, I was thinking to myself, there's no way I can do this unless I shorten the distance between the ground and my shoulder. So it was like a thrust up, squat down, try it again over and over. I got it over my arm a couple times, but by the time we figured out our technique, Cappy finally did it over the shoulder, and it was a big moment of excitement for everybody.
George, are you watching what's going on right now? Because now that we're on YouTube exclusively, we don't have to reference the radio listeners like come over to YouTube. Everybody's with us here. Are you seeing what's going on here, George?
It was pretty ridiculous.
See, what you got to do is you got to really bend the knees.
Yeah.
Because you got to create momentum, and then you got to thrust. Yeah. You got to give it a big thrust on the upward rotation.
Oh,
you know?
Greg saying like he was like
thrusting back and forth, back and forth.
Right.
It was legitimately difficult. Like the first event wasn't that tricky. That was just a matter of like
just dipping your
whether
sausage.
or not you're embarrassed by doing these motions or not. But the second one, I was like, wow, I have to figure this out in my brain before I could even try it, and it was not simple.
But George, watch as you see. You talk about doing skeleton play-by-play. Do play-by-play here.
Cappy gets the sausage over his left shoulder. He's victorious. A high five from his competitor, Clinton Yates. Cappy takes the sausage challenge, and he is now the king of swinging his sausage.
Well done. Video clap to that.
Nicely done, George. Boy, when ESPN comes to you and they go, hey, listen, we got competitive swing your sausage on ESPN too.
Listen, I've hosted the Ocho. That's not far away from what they're already doing, brother. I'll tell you that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think I'm going to ask for an Ocho assignment.
You should. It's fun.
I think that'd be fun.
You meet some George.
I'd love to do like kickball or something when they do that. Or something.
Kickball, by the way,
have kickball on ESPN News. I feel like every week.
Easily the blackest sport at the Ocho. By the way, there are brothers. I swear to God,
kickball.
I swear to God, that's where the most black folks were by a mile. Yeah, like all the teams were basically all black folks, and I was like, what are all these people doing here?
I
They were
wouldn't have
like,
guessed
we're
that,
playing
but-
kickball. Yeah, it was wild. It was actually pretty fun.
Wow.
They brought their families and stuff.
You
People
know
out there
what's
with
also
stereos.
good
It was
on
great.
on the Ocho that's also on ESPN News all the time? Wiffle ball.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Wiffle ball is a fun one. Scott, if you had to pick one event that you could go to in a summer Olympiad, not a winter one, which one would you pick?
I think as we've had this conversation, I think track and field is where I want to be.
Yeah.
Well,
just so you guys know, if you want to get tickets
There's
for
a lot
the
of
Olympics,
waiting, though, at track and field, I was told.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Lynn.
If you want to get tickets for the Olympics, I just looked it up, and tickets, like you can get into the drawing to buy tickets on January 14th. You have to go to la28.org. So, like, you have to basically, win a lottery to be able to buy tickets.
Yeah, it's like that. That's like the World Cup system, too.
I can't wait for Cappies to start looking for hookups in 2027. It's going to be an amazing.
I should start looking now.
It's going to be so entertaining.
Yeah, well, Cappy, I registered like a year or so ago for that lottery for the 2028 stuff. So, yeah, I just got the email. To your point, Lindsay, it's coming up soon. I'd have to Google it.
All right, guys, let's talk about our friends at Prize Picks. And Cappy, go ahead and put your prize pick of the day inside the live read with me.
So, George, I'm looking at the NBA Cup tonight, okay? And I'm thinking I got to play something here. I got to play a little something tonight. Is there anything that you really like thus
How about
far?
Victor threes?
Victor
How many?
for three. Wee.
I'm looking for it right now. Let's see. Wemby. It's interesting because they're always updating things on Prize Picks. They've got something right now. You ready for this? Who will be the NBA Cup MVP? Will it be Jalen Brunson or will it be Victor Wembanyama?
It's Brunson or Wemby.
Yeah, it's either one of those two.
Right.
So I can get 2.43 times my money if Wemby becomes the MVP. That's something interesting.
That's
I've never
basically
seen that.
asking you who do you think is going to win that game is what it comes down to.
Yeah, I like that play. I think I'm going to play that. That's pretty interesting to me. See, there's this new thing now. When you go on to Prize Picks, up at the very top, you'll see something that says players, and then there's a drop-down arrow. So you can play individual players, you can play teams. There's a lot more you can do. I'm looking tonight at the NBA, and I'm thinking to myself, 21.5 points, more or less?
I don't know how many minutes he's going to play,
Yeah,
so that's
he's on
probably the
restriction.
problem.
More.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna go less.
Okay, interesting. Now Jalen Brunson tonight, it's Taco Tuesday. So his regular more or less number would be 30.5 points, but you get the Taco Tuesday discount, you get Jalen Brunson down to 24.5 points. Do you like Jalen Brunson at 24.5? You can only play it more.
Yeah, I do like Jalen Brunson at 24.5. Although they have three guards that can guard really well, but Jalen's still going to get to the free throw line and do his thing.
I'll give you a couple other options here. How about Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, more or less than 21.5 points?
Ooh, I'll go less.
Okay. How about De'Aaron Fox, more or less than 21.5 points?
I'll go more.
Okay. See, I'm just pulling out names here for you.
Just doing a 4-minute live read. I mean,
well, you know what? I'll end it here.
It is the Prize Picks Power Hour.
And it is the Prize Picks pick of the day. I've got De'Aaron Fox for more than 21.5 points. I got Jalen Brunson for more than 24.5 on the Taco Tuesday. Cat for less than 21.
You know what it is, Chris? It's your uncle that's created this problem.
Yes,
now,
it is.
where
It is the
he's doing
Italian
4.5
Stallion's
minutes.
fault because now I got to put in additional analysis.
okay.
Yeah.
$20 four-pick flex play to win $120. Make sure you download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make your first $5 lineup. Get $50 in lineups instantly.
Well, yes, Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Cappy, one last thing on the if you want the registration for the LA 28 Olympics, I'm looking at the email they sent me. It is Wednesday, January 14th, like Lindsay said, 7 a.m. Pacific.
Oh.
What's the date? Give me the date one more time.
We'll do it on the show.
We're going to have to do this live on the air.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll all pool in.
What was the date? You said you gave a specific date, did you not?
January 14th.
January 14th, okay. That's
Put
a
it in
Wednesday.
your Calendly right now.
That is a Wednesday because we will
we'll be on
come
the air.
back
Yeah.
Yep, Monday the 5th, then Monday the 12th. Okay, the 14th. Okay, we're in.
It's time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal, brought to you by Sellers Advantage. Want to sell your house before you call an agent? Call Sellers Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy, Jack. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. DRE 01961658, Cappy.
All right. First of all, Jorge Briones, I love your One Love IE hat. Shout out.
Thank you. Gracias.
One Love IE. And you're wearing your ugly Christmas sweater. And
Taco
Chris
Tuesday,
is, Chris is wearing, yeah, look at how good that Santa Claus looks. And Chris has got on his Felix Chevrolet Santa hat, and Lindsay got on all of her, Christmas stuff, and we're all getting ready for the Christmas time of the year. And we're not, and even Clinton, look how festive Clinton looks today. Looks awesome.
This is my time of year. This is where I shine. I've got like a literal closet full of these back. Great.
I just want to say this as we, and by the way, Bergie not looking so festive today.
No, not today.
No.
Maybe tomorrow.
But I'll say, way to really mail in your dealer's choice.
Well,
just say, hey, everybody's looking festive.
4.5-minute live read and then
30 seconds.
You didn't have anything, did you? You had nothing today, did you? You just looked around the YouTube and just said, I'm going to talk about what they're wearing.
No, what I was going to do is say this. I was going to say to everybody, for those of my brothers and sisters out there that are celebrating Hanukkah and lighting their menorahs every night, Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Chanukah.
And for those of you guys that are not celebrating Chanukah, give a little bit of extra love to the brothers and the sisters out there. This has been a very weird time in our lives, in the history of the world. And there's some weird stuff. We don't talk about this stuff necessarily here, but you know what I'm talking about. So as all the sports teams are sending out Happy Hanukkah messages, give a little bit of extra love to the Hebraic hermanos that are out there, because it's been a little bit of a tough time, certainly. So happy Hanukkah to all who are celebrating.
Thank you, Cappy. Remember, Sedano, you've got some liners to record after, so don't go anywhere. We will return tomorrow.
Let's make it quick because I'm hungry.
Okay. We will return tomorrow at 7 a.m. for a Wacky Wednesday, and tomorrow will be Sedano's final day on the air of 2025, so don't miss that. Have a great Tuesday, everybody. Enjoy the Rich Eisen Show right here on ESPN LA.
44204 Rich is the number to dial. Let's see some phone lines light up. We'll take some of your phone calls. Frank Caliendo is in our green room. My goodness gracious. And when I saw him during the commercial break, I have, we have some ideas planned for him, as we normally do. And I asked him, I said, do you want to see them in advance?
Ooh, and?
He was hemming and hawing back and forth.
No.
I gave him a clue of one of them.
Okay.
I would like to tell everybody this. If you look at the Prize Picks app and you look at the bottom right corner, you look at the profile right down here, right here. Follow me on Prize Picks. I'll follow you back on Prize Picks. And now you can follow my picks, and I've been hot, and I can follow your picks, and we can all follow each other on Prize Picks. Let me tell you something. You tell that Italian stallion uncle of yours, Chris Morales, I have been hot on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app and use the code 710. Make your first $5 lineup. Get $50 instantly from Prize Picks.
Prize Picks.